Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. Welcome to the Big Fat QuizzleMania of the Year 2020 edition, your trivial look back at the gore-bellied, lumpish, dank, fen-sucked, tickle-brained, cup-pursed, maggot-pied canker blossom that was 2020. The year can be best summed up like this. Thank you, Luke Owen. I am Adam Blonde PA once more. PA, it was a real monkey's knob of a year, and unfortunately the clock's ticking over into 2021 is merely ceremonial for a lot of the world's issues, but there is hope on the distant horizon. So for now, let us feast, stream, be merry, and commiserate the year that was with a big fat quiz. We are keeping it in-house this time around. A lovely time with the Wrestle Talk boys. But who knows? We may see a special face or two. 6 players will step up, battling to see who will walk away with the QuizzleMania trophy on this very special bumper edition of the quiz, with all the questions and answers being about things that happened in the year of our Lord 2020. Let's meet our players. First up, he is the man in charge. You know him as Mr. Davis. Hi, Ollie.
Hello, thanks for getting my name right verbally, but you've spelled it Ollie there. Of course, it's Mr. Davis. And that's not the only way you can introduce me. Introduce me as the mother effing belt collector, because I am the that champion. I'm also the Cinemania champion. And like Kenny Omega, I'm walking around collecting titles because 2020, wrestling news. I don't know who Mantar is, but I know 2020.
Excellent. Stop it. Stop pointing at me. I feel attacked. Now, obviously, whenever we have a guest on QuizzleMania, I like to ask them a very special question. But I realize I've never asked it to our Wrestle Talk boys. So, Mr. Davis, what is your favorite fast food franchise?
God, my go-to is probably Subway. Get a Subway before I go into the cinema, put it in a rucksack and eat it while I'm in the film.
Am I connected? I think I am. I briefly lost connection there for a second. Delightful stuff. You said Subway, I imagine. Bye. Okay, cool. So BT are terrible, and they certainly haven't sponsored this episode. We'll get to that. My internet's been shit all day. So if I just disappear at some point, that's why. I am living on a knife edge, and it feels great. Next up, it's Luke. Hi, Luke.
Hey, hello, mate. How are you?
Just terrified. You know, when you started that episode of Cinemania, which by the way is tomorrow, I believe there's another episode of Cinemania coming out on the Cineworld YouTube channel.
Cinemania 4 over on Cineworld's YouTube channel, Christmas movie themed. So it's going to be ho ho ho, festive, etc.
Lovely. But you remember at the beginning of Cineworld Cinemania 3 where you made like one mistake and then suddenly you were rattled? I'm rattled because my internet's real bad.
Oh, mate, but you know what? You look great. You look terrific. I think your hair, yeah, really nice. Your suit's bloody lovely as well. I just think you look terrific, mate.
Oh, there's an element of shade in there, but I'm going to take you at your word.
Hate at all. I'm paying you a compliment, you dick.
Eat shit. All right, next up, it is another member of the All Authority. One might argue the younger, more youthful, better dimpled member of the All Authority. It's Big Pete. Hi, Big Pete.
You do know there's 3 of us now, right?
What?
There's 3 of us in the All Authority, you know.
Is there? Who's the third one?
I'm glad you've been keeping up.
I love the storyline stuff, me. How you doing, Pete? Cracking into the beard.
No, I'm good, mate. I'm all right. I'm knackered. I'm really tired today. But other than that, I'm okay.
You look great. You look
Yeah.
great.
Thanks, man. As do you.
Oh no.
You
look great.
Great. I'm just gonna drink and have fun tonight.
Yeah, that's the plan anyway. Oh, it's a good quiz. It's a big fat quiz. Moving on to our next contestant. It's Nugget.
Hi, Adam. How are you?
I'm not bad. How are you?
Good. Yeah, really good. Nice to see you dressed as a supply teacher. for today's quiz.
That's nice. I actually changed my jacket. I was wearing a different jacket that made me look more like a teacher. And then you made that joke in the preamble, like backstage. And it made me self-conscious. So I changed my jacket. How you doing?
I'm sorry.
How you doing, Nugs?
Yeah, I'm good. I'd like to clarify to Pete, I've left the Ollie Authority now.
So you see, I was keeping up with the storyline, Pete. I'm current. Get with the times.
I mean, they
why?
don't know that. They don't know that, in fairness.
Why'd you leave?
Because Alex McCarthy on Wrestling Daily didn't like the storylines.
Oh,
He didn't like me doing them.
Oh, fair.
He said it was a legitimate news show. So I was told to stop doing them.
Wow. Our storylines were compromising your integrity, Nugget.
Yeah, I mean, as journalists, like proper journalists, we decided it wasn't for the best of the show.
This is the closest thing we've got to journalism is QuizzleMania. What's your favorite fast food, Nugs?
So over lockdown, Waitrose implemented a Waitrose Rapid. So you can order things and then they come within 2 hours, like a quick shop. So Waitrose Rapid is mine.
Fucking parody. Right, next up, he is one half of the interim QuizzleMania champions. He is also the first ever QuizzleMania champion, making a triumphant return to solo competition. It's Randy Andy Datson. Holla.
Hi, I cannot get over the fact that Louis just said that Waitrose was a fast food option.
Isn't it precious?
For American viewers, Waitrose is our kind of more expensive, slightly upper class supermarket over here.
It's like Whole Foods.
Fast food. Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm feeling good. I'm drinking from the bottle.
Slow down, cowboy.
And I feel like, as the editor of a wrestling news website, this might be the quiz where I know things, but it might be. So that's where I'm gonna go.
Magnificent. What's your favorite fast food franchise there, Randalls?
I would have to say McDonald's, I'm afraid. I don't get a lot of fast food, but if I do, it's probably that one because that's my lady friend's favorite.
Fair. Bye. And finally, not only is he one half of the interim QuizzleMania Tag Team Champions, he is also the current QuizzleMania champion. It is your one and only two-title Tempest. Merry Christmas, Tempest.
Merry Christmas, Adam. Thank you once again for having me on the show. You can't really get rid of me now because I'm the champion.
That's right. You have to be booked. Otherwise, we don't have a show. But yes, the run of dominance continues. You are a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people are scared of you. I must warn you that there will be elements of this quiz that will, let's say, it will appeal to your strengths as a competitor. But what would you say would probably be your weakest round? I just want to see if I've managed to include it.
Oh, goodness. Weakest round. I'm not a very good artist. So anything with drawing, perhaps, would not be my strongest point. But allow me for just a quick moment, Adam, as I have not gotten the chance to cut a proper Champions promo since winning, given that I had to share the floor with my beloved tag team partner last time. So very quickly, I'll make this brief.
Okay.
I'll make this brief. Running down my 5 illustrious co-workers here. Chopper Pete, I have no ill feelings towards him. Lovely chap. Have nothing but love for Chopper Pete. Not terribly worried about him this time out, but we'll see. Ollie Davis, best boss I could ever hope for. Could not ask for a kinder man to tell me what to do on a day-to-day basis. Randy Andy Datson, best boss I could ever hope for. Couldn't hope for a better person to boss me around on a day-to-day basis. Luke Owen is the only person to defeat me in QuizzleMania. So I have great amount of respect for Luke, as he is a hell of a competitor. We all know this. Multiple-time QuizzleMania champion for sure. But this is my chance to get a bit of retribution, if you will. A little bit of a chance to take the one loss that I have on my record on QuizzleMania and strike it from the record books. And that leaves Nugget. anyone but Nugget. I may lose this quiz. I don't plan on it, but I may lose this quiz. But I promise you, it will not be to Nugget. And I have a short demonstration here because I am going to dunk on this Nugget tab. Tastes like victory.
What is wrestling if not elaborate prop comedy? I'm a huge fan. What's the sauce? Just have interest.
Oh, this is some McDonald's. Very quick, funny story. As I was working, sorry,
Bumper edition, folks. Settle in.
Oh yeah. As I was just working on the WrestleTalk website as well. Oh God,
heel.
It's bad. It's a mess. As I was just working on the WrestleTalk website, I had to run out to McDonald's.
I didn't even do that. Which one of you did that?
That was me, and that was me, and I'm proud of the executive decision I made to do that.
Nugget, I've got words to have with you. What's happening here?
Ollie, while I've got you, what do you do if you want to watch HBO in the UK? I mean, like, is there a way? I've tried, and like I tried my best, and it seems out of my control. Is it out of yours?
Well, not anymore. Not with the help of Surfshark VPN.
It's a sponsored episode, folks. There's a link at the top of the description where you can get 83% off for like 3 months for free off a VPN. Genuinely, I make fun. I like to have a bit of fun here on QuizzleMania. But VPN is brilliant. I have actually been using Surfshark for a good many months. It is great. I use it to watch HBO, keep up with all the things that are happening over there. Especially useful because Warner Brothers are putting all of their films on HBO next year. So there you go. All right. Yeah, check the link at the top of the description for more information on this very special sponsored episode of QuizzleMania. Before we crack into the quiz, it is time. Ollie, would you mind asking me how many rounds there are?
You've got a fucking bit, haven't you?
Say the line. Say the line, Bart.
How many rounds are there?
He said it.
Hey!
There are 15. Right, on with the first round, which is the price.
I'm
sorry.
15.
That's too many rounds.
I hope they're
right.
short.
So
That's
the way
more
that
than
I've
12 rounds. The movie.
That's longer than Tempest promo.
it's 12 rounds 3 basically.
Right.
So here's the way this is working. I couldn't decide which was my favorite QuizzleMania round to do. So we're gonna do all of them, but we're gonna do like each of them being like one question, plus there's like some extra rounds thrown in there as well. You've got news in the morning. I get that, but also time for the Price is Shite. Come on. I mean, if you want to end this quickly, we gotta just no complaints. Let's move straight on to the first question. Actually, there's only one question, and I've cribbed a little bit from when Luke was hosting this round. What I've done is I've thrown together a single package deal. A lot of these rounds are basically 5 package deal questions in one, just to really streamline the experience. So I'm going to show you 5 items in one graphic. You're going to have to tell me how much that would be worth on WWEshop.com. How much was your basket come to if all 5 of these items were in your basket from WWEshop.com? This is, because we're all Brits here, in pounds.
Oh yeah.
And delivery not included.
Finally.
We're all
We're all
here,
British.
Tempest, one of the colonies.
Are these all like RRP or are these just like sale things or
Who can say? Right, here are your 5 items.
the weird question?
It's an I Wasn't There WrestleMania t-shirt, the Let Him In hoodie with Alexa Bliss on it, which I find chilling, Taker's commemorative urn, Shotzi Blackheart's helmet, I imagine not the one she lost, and a 5-pack of Firefly Funhouse ornaments. Isn't that delightful? So you got to tell me how much you think all of those items will be if you bought them all in one go. You've bought more than one item at a time, yes, Andy. You look terribly confused, I can see.
No. I'm just trying to think which one of those I want the least.
Oh, surely it's the let him in dude, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. That helmet. If I had to wear it.
Just a question for the quizmaster. What's the Taker thing again?
It's a commemorative urn released in time for Survivor Series.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's got 30 on it because that's how
Can I
old
use
the
a
Undertaker
calculator
is.
quickly?
You may use a calculator if you
Thanks,
so
mate.
wish.
I didn't do very well at school, so I have to add this up. I can't do it in my head.
I'm going to go over to our first Ultra Chat. If you'd like to send us an Ultra Chat, please do. The link is in the description, or there is a pinned comment in the live chat. You go to wrestletalk.com/PFK, and that will take you to a place where you can send us an Ultra Chat, not a Super Chat. We turn those off. As usual, anything over $5 will be read out. And starting now with Twisted JR007. Here's hoping for either a new champ, El Fakador. Good luck. Or we get our first 3-time champ, Luke. Oily David is only a 2-time champion with a record of 2, 2, and 1. All out was a tie. Hashtag someone entertaining, please. Painted Red Guy says Judas was a breakout hit for Fozzy last year. What is one other current theme song from both WWE and AEW you think could be a mainstream radio hit? Hashtag Pearl Jam that jam.
Was Judas a mainstream hit, or was it just a song that wrestling fans heard?
It may have hit.
Probably charted.
Charts. Yeah.
Did it? Yeah. Did it chart here?
I don't think so.
Maybe. I think I looked it up for a Fan QuizzleMania, and I think it reached like 6 or something in America, but didn't chart here.
Okay, that is big then. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any who has a theme tune that isn't? Anyway, we're getting off track. The problem is all these theme tunes are on an endless loop. I would love to hear a full-length version of Johnny Gargano's old song, Rebel Heart. That was brilliant, but unfortunately, it's just an endless loop that drives you crazy if you listen to it for more than 90 seconds. So let's start with Ollie Davis.
Done my workings there if you want to see them. I really want the Funhouse figurine baubles. 249.50.
249.50. Pete.
I've gone lower than that. I've gone 174.75.
174.75. Luke.
I'm going to kick myself if that is the right answer, because I actually added an extra 100 onto the Taker thing to get to 264.94.
264.94. Andy.
269. I also forgot how to do a pound symbol.
Very good. Temples.
I initially had 300 down, but of course you have to go 299.99.
Of course, it's a bargain that way. And Louis.
189.99.
189.99. So there's going to be 5 points to the closest, 3 points to whoever's second closest, because this is the only question this round. Isn't it going quickly, Ollie? That will
first question.
That will set you back a whopping 195.60, which I believe is
me, right?
Pete. What is yours?
No, what did Louis put?
189.
So I got second then.
All right, so that is 5 to Louis and 3
on the scoreboard.
Pete.
How much was the urn?
The urn was it was 90.
90.
Smeg, I had it down to 60. Then I bumped it up to 160 because I thought they're pricks, aren't they? So they're bound to add a massive load onto this.
Like the Undertaker himself.
It was before. Was that in collaboration with Snoop Dogg, or has this stayed down? Stayed on the website.
I'm not entirely sure. I got all of this about a week ago, so I believe you still can get one if you're looking for a bad Christmas gift. Next round, it is the marriage game. So
nice.
I'm going to ask you, I'm going to pair you up. In fact, I've already paired you up, rolled a dice about half an hour ago. The teams are Luke and Louis, Ollie and Andy, and Pete and Tempest.
Actually, last time we did this, Ollie, we were quite good.
Yeah, we were good. Yeah, we're on a level.
All right. Hang on a second. There we go. There we go. Wait, no. There we go. There. No,
Sure.
wait, hang on.
Yes,
Wait.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
there
that'll
we
do. Yeah.
Hold on.
I was
Right,
first a second ago.
So, put your hands up if you are older of your team.
I'm the
Very
oldest
good.
person here.
Louis.
He
Right.
looks young.
Tell you what, I'm going to put you up there. There we go.
Smart.
All right. So I'm going to ask the older people now, so the people on the top, to answer this about the people on the bottom. What is your partner's favorite match from 2020? And please do, the people on the bottom don't have to write anything down because you'll be answering first. The people on the top, you are writing this down. What is Louis thinking of, Luke? What is Tempest thinking of, Pete? What is Andy thinking of, Ollie? Virgil Namodo says, early Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. Thanks to everyone at Wrestle Talk and Friends for making 2020 less terrible. Wishing everyone the best, and hopefully 2021 will be much, much better. Hashtag jam that jam and hashtag support each other. The Flying V, QuizzleMania has been a great joy in a shitty year. I am enjoying being back at home, but I really wish I could have seen the Wrestle Talk Showcase matches live. I love and appreciate all that you guys do. Oh yeah, the Wrestle Talk Showcase. That is a blast from the past. Let's start with Luke and Louis. Luke, please show your actually, no, not yet. Louis, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is FTR versus the Young Bucks from Full Gear.
Boom. FTR versus the Young Bucks.
Very, very
Yes.
nice.
Well
That's
done,
All right,
Luke.
Luke.
5 points each. 5 points to Luke, 5 points to Nugget. All right.
Luke, didn't you recently make everyone take a survey where they had their name on it, where they had all their favorite matches on it of the year?
I did, but I also I got like 40 responses, Andy.
I know, don't worry.
Tempest, what's the right answer?
The right answer is Hangman Page and Kenny Omega against the Young Bucks.
Okay.
Come on,
I'm
Pete.
so mad. I'm so mad because I was writing that down. I wrote Young Bucks versus and then crossed it out and wrote FTR.
Oh,
I was literally writing down Hangman and Omega because I thought that was the right answer. Damn it.
Andy.
I'm so annoyed.
Andy, what's the right answer?
Bucks versus Kenny Omega and Adam Page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Page on the scoreboard. You
mainly
go.
because I watched it with Ollie.
Very,
Aw.
very good. All right.
Thank
And
you. I literally psyched myself out because I was like, that was this year, wasn't it? Was it? Was that
Thanks,
last year?
Pete.
Oh,
Pete,
yeah.
well done,
Time.
Pete.
Time is
Well done,
soup.
Pete.
Yeah.
Thank
Proud.
you, Pete.
Now the Young Bucks are answering about the old bastards. Young people, what is your partner's least favorite match from 2020?
Oh God, I don't know.
I don't even know the answer to that myself.
What is their most
no,
hated
mine.
match? What are they given out about the most in 2020? Right, Wrestling Talk Sign Guy says Ollie should take a page out of WWE's playbook and challenge El Fakador to a match the week before the pay-per-view. If Ollie makes it an Uno match, he'll be guaranteed a win. I'm not a big board game fan, but have been loving Phenomenas nonetheless. Everyone go and subscribe to Phenomenas. 40k by Christmas. We can do this. Flybird78 says, excited for another great quiz. Here's a question for all. What former wrestler not named Owen Hart do you think is most deserving of an induction in the WWE Hall of Fame? Mine is William Regal. Hashtag jam that jam. Hashtag war those games.
It doesn't matter.
Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Undertaker. Yeah.
Adam, just before we do go on, just because we are talking about Phenomeners, have you seen how much love Blair gets?
She's
It's
over,
just
man.
lovely,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's over, yeah.
Should we
She's over.
get some more love for Blair in the chat? It's absolutely lovely. You love to see it. It's
You love
genuinely,
to see
it's nice over on Phenomeners.
I've met Blair once, and she's so nice.
Yeah, I
Genuinely.
mean, that's the thing about like just board gaming and board gamers generally. Like board gamers really like their own hobby. It's so weird. Like wrestling, hate wrestling. But board gamers are actually big fans of board games. Right, Luke, what is the correct answer, please?
The correct answer for me is Goldberg versus The Fiend from Saudi Showdown.
So I wrote that and then changed it to Miz versus Otis because I know you really hated that.
Yeah, that's actually a really good shout as well.
You did
I
give
didn't
out.
like it.
Pete, what's the right answer?
See, I didn't think of Goldberg and The Fiend because I also forgot that was this year. So the technically correct answer I had in my head before is Miz versus Otis from Hell in a Cell.
For Christ's sake, I've got Goldberg versus the Fiend.
Okay.
Come on, Ollie. Come on, Ollie.
Yeah.
Ollie?
Goldberg versus the Fiend.
Yay! There it is.
I had that written down as well.
I was generally running through the year going, because I was trying to think, it can't be a match on Raw because he probably won't say that. So what's the worst pay-per-view match of the year? And then I realized that was
The
it.
correct answer is
Always
there was
good
a
to hear the
match.
working. Yeah.
Britt Baker, Penelope Ford, and Rebel versus Big Swole on Dynamite. It was one of the worst wrestling matches I've ever seen. That is the correct answer to that question.
But was it as bad as Goldberg versus the Fiend, which is like
No.
In terms of wrestling,
Yeah.
yes.
No, in terms of being
That's
a
not how it
rubbish
works.
wrestling match.
Shush, we have lots to get through. The scores as
every move they tried.
the scores as they. I'll mute you all. The scores as they stand. In last place with nothing, it's Tempest.
Thanks, Pete.
Big champ Tempest.
2 title Tempest.
You're welcome.
In 5th place with 3, it's Pete.
Yeah.
The anchor around Tempest's neck. Then in 4th place with 5, it's Luke. And then jumping straight up to joint first, it is Andy and Ollie with 10 points apiece.
Where's Louis?
Oh, and Nugget is also there with 10 points. Very good.
Hey, how did he?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, because he got 5 from the first round. Never mind.
Yeah, got 5 in the first round.
Like,
Well done, Ollie.
3-way tie for first place. Tempest in last. A topsy-turvy QuizzleMania. Next up, we are playing a blast from the past. It's roster or imposter. That is what my Photoshop skills used to be. Believe it or not.
I thought you made that yesterday.
We're in a better place. Anyway, so what I've done is I've asked you secretly for
Bye,
a fake. We've lost Nugget.
He hates this round.
Nugget.
Sorry, I was just shutting the window. It was a bit nippy.
Gotcha. So I went around before this quiz started and asked you each for a fictional wrestler that could conceivably have wrestled a match in 2020. You each sent me a fake wrestler's name, and I went and found a real wrestler who has wrestled a match in 2020. I'm going to read them all out, and you simply have to tell me which is the real one. If you get the right answer, that's 3 points. However, if someone else guesses yours is the real one, that is a bonus point. So lots of points on offer for this round. The wrestlers are... Which of these is real? Samantha Sunshine, Sean Mulligan, Percy Robinson, El Barbosa, Rob Hellyer, El Corona, or Bud Flood. Those names again. Samantha Sunshine, Sean Mulligan, Percy Robinson, El Barbosa, Rob Hellyer, El Corona, and Bud Flood. All right. I'm going to take some super chats and then we're going to jump straight into it. Jobber JJ496 says, hello, Wrestle Talk and Swaff Nation. Thank you for every single QuizzleMania, including Fan QuizzleMania and all charity streams where hair was shaved. What are some of your highlights? Hashtag big fat one. Hashtag jam that jam. Yeah, I mean, like Smooth Pete will live in my memory for forever. In that it completely changed your head and face. 2 Lukes is also something I go back and rewatch. That was a lot of fun. Andy being just openly just lecherous about Stephanie McMahon in our very first episode of QuizzleMania, of course. Let's not forget.
Whatever.
I'm going to give a shout out to because I was watching the best of QuizzleMania video that should be going up live later this month, and I'm really sorry, dude, because I know that it felt like bullying. But how many rounds are there? Is legit one of the funniest things that's ever happened on this channel. I feel bad because I don't think you had a great time with it, but it was legit. It's so funny to watch back as well.
Bullet Club members.
Yeah,
Bully Club.
Making fun of me.
Dunking on
Bully
you
Club, yeah.
relentlessly. Right, let's start with Andy. Who do you think is the real wrestler?
I think that I saw a report where a wrestler wrestled as coronavirus. So I think it might be El Corona. I'm almost certain I saw a wrestler who was like, I am coronavirus and I'm going to wrestle you, and someone beat him.
El Corona. Tempest.
I want to say, well, I'll leave it for the end because I know what one of them is a reference to. But I'm going to say Sean Mulligan.
Sean
That sounds
Mulligan.
familiar.
The real one, according to Tempest. Louis.
I'm going to say Sean Mulligan as well.
Sean Mulligan. Ollie.
Yeah, it's about trying to figure out what obscure 80s kids cartoon character Luke picked, isn't it? I've also gone for Sean Mulligan.
Sean Mulligan.
Gosh, I was going to get a lot of bonus points here if that's wrong.
Pete.
I've gone for Rob Hellyer.
Rob Hellyer. All right. And Luke.
I went for El Corona.
El Corona. All right. That is a lot of points for Mr. Davis, because not only was El Corona Mr. Davis's, but also this is Sean Mulligan, everyone.
Oh, man.
There he is. And you know why I chose him? Because he was the last ever Windy City Pro Wrestling champion. The original WCPW. The WCPW got in a lot of trouble for because they just didn't Google the acronym. Yes, that was the last ever WCPW champion, Sean Mulligan, who has wrestled a match this year. Samantha Sunshine was Louis, but no one picked it. Sean Mulligan was the correct answer, so 3 points to Pete, Tempest, and Nugget. El Barbosa was Andy. Percy Robinson was Pete. Rob Hellyer was Tempest, another point for Tempest there. And who's Bud Flood, Luke?
That's the Liquidator from Darkwing Duck.
Tempest, did you get my Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference?
I did. El Barbosa means the slug.
Oh, yeah. The 9?
I'm almost certain someone wrestled as Corona, but
That's what I thought.
They wrestled as coronavirus.
Was that what it was?
El Corona.
Well, in that
El
case,
Corona.
in Spanish, El Corona is coronavirus.
They wrestled
No,
in
I-
Mexico
Corona is-
under the name coronavirus.
I am
Or
going to give
Coronavirus
Ollie
King.
massive prop. I'm going to give Ollie massive props for that, because as soon as I heard El Corona, I was like, "That's it. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that story from
Yeah,
earlier
me
this
too.
year. That is
You think-
excellent. Well
You
done.
think it's probably something that did happen in Mexico.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Spider-Man was literally at Triple Mania.
The scores. The scores then. Oh my God. Big Fat QuizzleMania of the year. In last place, it's Pete.
Hey.
Because Tempest smashed that. Tempest, you are in 5th place with 4 points. In 4th place with 5 points, it's Luke Owen. In 3rd place with 10, it's Andy. In 2nd place with 13, it's Nugget. In 1st place with 15 points, it's Mr. David.
It's going to happen. It's finally going to happen.
I actually want it to happen.
It's the
I don't.
long-term storytelling.
No, not in the
You're in the all authority.
I'll take
Did,
it.
did Alex McCarthy tell you not to be in it as well?
How's he got so much clout?
You gave him a show with his name on it.
Yeah.
can't shave my head again. Please don't win. Ollie. Right. So the next round is what's in a name?
Bollocks.
What is in a name? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a picture of 5 wrestlers, and then I'm going to ask you to say what their 5 names are. Basically, I'm going to show you the graphic. I'm going to read maybe 1 or 2 super chats, and I'm going to go round. What I'm going to ask you to do is write them down, and basically just like have them up, just so no one can change their answers. I run a fair quiz here. But yeah, that's basically it. Or I'm going to give you a bunch of wrestlers. You're going to tell me what their real names are. I would do so badly at this. But you're all
I thought you just meant what the wrestler's called. I'm like,
Yeah,
Sorry. I do have to bring this up. Has anyone in this room got a degree in journalism?
Yeah.
What do you
sort
mean?
of- yeah.
It was part of my degree. It's a degree in sport media, but journalism was part of it.
Okay.
That counts more than what I've got. I've got a Mickey Mouse degree in how to use Adobe.
You write these down as quick as you can. I'm only going to read about 2 or 3 super chats. So who are these? Bacon Rasher says, good evening all. Hope everyone is well and happy All Authority Day to everyone. Woo! Hopefully you are all joining me in my drinking game tonight. Drink till you squint. No more work till 29th. Be nice to everyone and jam that plan. Hashtag JTJ, hashtag JTF. Tom from Shrewsbury says, thanks very much for being a real highlight of 2020. I genuinely finish work on a Wednesday and go, yes, when I see the QuizzleMania reminder pop up on YouTube and realize it's that time again. Merry Xmas, Merry New Year, and jam that jam, guys, and hashtag FTF too. Ah, yes, FTF. And Cliff Boffer says, won't be watching live. I want to thank you for everything you've done to make this CAC year a little brighter. Luke, come to plug UC. And remember, mince pies are great. Merry Christmas, you beautiful bastards. All right, everyone, stop writing. Please.
I had like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
I don't mind. I don't mind about that. Right, so everyone, I'm going to ask you to hold up your pad to the camera in 3, 2, 1.
Literally only wrote down 3 answers. Okay.
I actually don't know any of them.
All right, magnificent. So, I'm going to read them out, and then we'll see who's got what right. Scott Steiner is, of course, Scott Reichsteiner.
I knew that, but I didn't have time to write it.
It is a long name, to be fair. Io Shirai is Masami Odate.
Bucker.
Kenny Omega is Tyson Smith.
Yes.
Got it.
Are you sure he's not Sir Kenneth Branagh?
Are you sure it's not High School Musical director Kenny Ortega?
I don't think that last one is Lana, by the way, everyone.
I thought it's Dana Brooke.
It's Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Alexa Bliss.
Braun Strowman is indeed Adam Scher. Very good.
Oh,
Got that.
I knew
And
that one.
Dana Brooke is Ashley May Sabera. All right. So I can see. Keep your pads held up, please.
I got 0.
I got 0.
Luke got 1.
I got Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Louis got
2. He didn't get May.
You got 3.
Oh,
You got
come
Ashley Sabera. I'll give you that. So 3 for Nugs. Luke, Pete, you got none. Ollie, you got
None.
none. And
Well, kind of one. I mean, Adam
No.
Schofield.
and then
I was looking through the rosters so much before this, and I just forgot to look at their real names.
I would do it so badly. I'm like
We
the
haven't
other way
had that
around
round,
would be
But I
easier.
knew Adam Scher. I can't believe that. I was like, that's the one I do know. And I was like,
I
is it Ben?
don't understand how this trend started of people actually revising for QuizzleMania. It's QuizzleMania.
I mean, it clearly didn't work.
It's when the nerds got involved. That's when. That's when
okay.
it started.
Yeah, quite
I just
right.
don't embarrass
Yeah,
myself.
you.
It's become
Yeah.
an
No.
e-sport now. Right. In last place with 3, it's Pete. In joint 5th with 6, it's Luke and Tempest. Excellent company to keep. In 3rd place with 10, it's Andy. In 2nd place with 15, it's Ollie. In 1st place with 16, it's Nugget. All right, so next up is show turn. Very, very simple, very quick. This one is just a bit of fun. The Big Show has appeared on our screen 6 times this year.
Has he?
Yeah, he has. He really has. I'm going to show you 3 of those times, and I'm just going to ask you to tell me the heel face alignment from order of left to right. That's
So not why.
not why, because
Okay.
not why. Because I was going to do it, but it's boring. Right. So where is the picture? Here is the picture. 3 times we saw the Big Show on camera this year. I'm going to read out a super chat, and then everyone, if you just write 3 words, either heel or face, from left to right, and then you're all going to hold them up at the camera at the same time. Jaden Current says, hi guys, thank you for all you do. Take minds off what's going on in the world. The last week has been hard for me and my family as my sister, her partner, and their son lost their house in a fire, but they all made it out okay. Merry Christmas, guys. I thought, obviously, go to your family. That's a horrible thing, but hopefully, I'm so sorry. Basically, that is a horrible thing to have happened. Charles Berg says, sent a donation during the predictions. Will it get read later? No big
Yes,
deal.
it will. Yes, it will. Sorry, we missed them. They'll be on the AEW show tomorrow.
There you go. It'll be read out during TLC. Here's an idea for the quiz round. Face mash wrestlers with seamless name transitions. Example, Stone Cold Steve Austin theory. Macho Man Randy Orton. Also, Luke, try Bug Fables. Try
Good
Bug
game.
Fables.
Oh,
Is it a board game or a video game?
No, it's a video game. It's like Paper Mario.
I'm less interested. What is it like?
With this question, if you get one right, you have to get all of them right, because if
No,
he's
you don't.
turning, it has to be the opposite, surely.
They can't be the same.
Yeah, who says their turns?
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you said
it's
they were all
just the
turn.
enemy.
Oh, well, in that case, I might have just completely screwed up.
He'll
Sorry,
face the line.
sorry,
Moments.
Tempest, Andy spoke over the conversation that we were having. What's the game like again?
Bug Fables is the spiritual successor to the Paper Mario series, like the old Paper Mario games when they were good. So the first two, it's very much like that, almost identical.
Ollie, I'm telling you now, we don't have time for this. We straight.
That's why I spoke over the conversation.
I can see just Ollie's eyebrows lowering, being just like, Ollie, you're right. We don't have time for this. Sorry, what is it? Bug Fables?
Yep.
Bug Fables.
Just to clarify, is it a board game or a video game? Did we decide that?
Right now, it's a video
folks.
game.
Big show.
Is it
Right.
Pixar?
Everyone, show your paper to the camera in 3, 2, 1. All right. So Luke says, face, heel, face. We got face, heel, face. We got
Everyone
face,
got it.
face,
Everyone
heel,
got
face, face, heel, face. It is indeed face, heel, face. Face when he arrived to take on Seth Rollins and the Motley Crew. Heel when he just randomly decided to shit all over Drew McIntyre's celebration. And then face again when he was needed for the old people beating up Randy Orton thing.
Do you want to know the reason they did that?
Yes.
No.
I don't.
That's,
Do. That sounds interesting.
I won't say it then.
Okay.
Cool.
That shows
Next round.
me, I suppose.
Sing it for Alex McCarthy, Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, the man with the power.
Is there going to be a Wrestle Talk in 2021? It's all getting very, very steamy in here. Right. This is on to our very first new round, which is called Be Our Guest. Now, that is one I made earlier, Ollie. I'm so much better. Right. So it's, as you know, this is an in-house, it's a family episode of QuizzleMania. But what would QuizzleMania have been in 2020 if not for our very, very special guests? And they're here tonight, and they've all got questions for you. So I've got 5 guests in the first one, 6 guests in the second video, which I'll play again later. They've each asked a question. Each question is worth 2 points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video once.
Oh God.
I will clarify, like if it's like close, like if it's a sort of number and it's like whoever gets closest gets the points. I'll clarify that after the video. But I'm going to play this video one time.
And you said there were 5 in this one.
There are 5 questions in this. So it's worth 10 if you get them all right. But I'm only going to play this video one time. I will give you then maybe like 10 or so seconds to finish writing while I go over to the super chats. And then we're just going to show our pads and I'm going to run through the right answers and we'll score you. Be our guest. Who's our first guests?
Oh, hey guys. Happy QuizzleMania. It's Denise Salcedo and I'm here to ask you a question. So I do have one very, very specific rule, though, that you must follow in order for this to count. So while answering the question, you must be tapping your head and rubbing your belly at the exact same time. Without doing so, your answer does not count. So here we go. My question is, on February 27th, 2020, which wrestler voiced a character on Taylor Swift's The Man music video?
What's up, everyone? Alex McCarthy here from the Wrestling Daily over on Wrestle 2 with Louis Dango. I hope you're doing us proud, unlike last time, and good luck to everyone on this year-end Christmas edition of QuizzleMania. But I have a question to bring to you. Now, we know the Hurt Business have faced a lot of similar opponents in 2020, but how many times has Ricochet faced a member of the Hurt Business this year?
Hey guys, did you get it? from the Gorilla Position podcast and the Kick Out podcast. I want to give you guys a special shout out. Thank you for having me on the show this year. You guys have been killing it with the content. And I've got an easy question for you guys. At the start of the year, Brock Lesnar had a great showing at the Royal Rumble. How many people did he eliminate? And who did he eliminate? In chronological order.
Hi, QuizzleMania. It's me, James Mansfield, the most beautiful guest in QuizzleMania history. It's true. That's why I haven't been invited back yet. Too much jealousy. Now, I have a question for you, not including the 24/7 title because, come on. How many title changes happened in WWE in 2020 in front of real fans before COVID-19?
Hey everybody, Brian Zane here, QuizzleMania's first ever guest champion. Thank you. Since being called up to the main roster earlier this year, Keith Lee has wrestled 17 matches across TV and pay-per-view, but has only pinned 5 people. Name 3 of them.
Okie dokie. Here's how the points are going to go. It's 2 points for each right answer. There will be bonus points for some of the questions. For example, Skillet, I'll give you the 2 points if you just get the right number. You get a bonus 5 points if you get all of them in the right order. If you don't get them all in the right order, nothing. Also, Brian gave you an option. If you name 3 of them, that's a 2 points. That's the baseline question. But I will give you also a bonus 3 points if you can name all 5 of Brian's correct answers. Thank you so much to Denise Salcedo, to Alex McCarthy of Wrestle2, to Skillet, to James Mansfield, and to Brian Zane. Yes, Ollie,
I didn't hear the last question. I was trying to work out Lesnar eliminations.
Oh, that's a shame.
How are we going to answer Denise's if we're doing this?
You'll have to do your best. I didn't ask her to do that, but I think it's delightful.
I have a question.
Yes, Nugget.
So the Ricochet and Hurt Business question. Is this singles matches, all matches? So, for example,
all matches.
Did you hear the question?
He's on Cage Match, so he needs to know.
Hold up. So, for example, say Ricochet was in the Rumble with MVP. Does that count?
Was MVP part of the Hurt Business in the Rumble?
No, but it's
but Cage Match has got MVP, Adam.
Yeah. You know what? Go fuck yourselves.
1 out of 10.
All of you. All of you, just fuck off.
I'm sorry. Are you not having fun being in first place?
Honestly, Tempest, I cannot hear you from all the way down where you are in
Yes, you've all been very naughty boys. Right. Jesus. I will have control. Okay, we're going to go straight to. I'm going to read 2 super chats. That's all the time you've got. Soren Nord says it's finally time to have the biggest one of the year. Will Lukewarm regain his title? Will Chopper finally find out who's Chinese? And will Mr. David know how many pounds are there? Hashtag JTJ. And Jay, now you're an all-star, says thank you so much to Adam and to everyone on tonight's show and to everyone in the chat. I have bloody loved QuizzleMania. The show has meant so much to me. You've really helped me through this year. Stay safe. Hashtag jam that jam. And you know what? QuizzleMania has meant a lot to me too, and it's helped me stay sane. Genuinely, highlight of my months these. Right, I'm going to ask you to hold up your answers to the camera in 3, 2, 1.
I mean, it's a mess. It's not written well.
Each of you, please. All right. So, the correct answer for Denise's was The Rock.
Bugger.
The correct answer for Alex McCarthy's was 12.
Bloody hell.
The correct answer for, let me just update. So Pete got 2. Did anyone else get it right? Just tell me when you got it right. Because
no, ignore
what? Skillet, the correct answer was 13, which I think quite a few people got. I see Louis got it. You got it, Tempest.
I got it.
You got it as well, Ollie.
I got it.
And Andy. Now, in order, Elias, Eric Rowan, Robert Roode, John Morrison, Ray, Big E, Kofi, Cesaro, Shelton, Nakamura, MVP, and Keith and Braun at the same time. I got it
Exactly. Apart from Biggie and Ray are the wrong way round.
Well, that's no
That
points,
sucks.
I'm afraid.
No, fuck.
Can I just
Sorry.
say, I didn't get it wrong at all because I did Elias and Rowett and then stopped.
Very
Yeah, me
good,
too. I'm glad that
Holla.
we both stopped at the same part.
There were a total of 9
Oh, wow.
title changes this year.
Yeah.
So I see
I-
Andy got that.
Wait, before COVID, in front of live crowds, there were 9 title changes.
Want me
Hang
to
on.
list them? Because I've got them.
Were you counting NXT?
I was counting NXT.
Oh, fuck.
No one else has got 9. Delightful. Only Andy. It was the Universal title, Goldberg. SmackDown tag, Dirt Sheet and Saudi. Raw tag teams changed hands twice. The NXT tag changed hands once, Broserweight. North American, Keith Lee won it back in January, if you can believe that. The Cruiserweight was won by Jordan Devlin back in January as well. And the IC title has changed hands twice. Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman. That's 9. And finally, the answer to Brian Zayn was Orton, Ziggler, Andrade, Elias, and Jey Uso. And I think everyone's got 2 for that.
Well, I totally missed. I totally missed.
Hang on, what did you say? Did you say Andrade?
Orton, Ziggler, Andrade, Elias, and Jey
Oh,
Uso.
no, I didn't get that. I wrote Strowman.
Jey Uso.
Yeah, I've got Randy, Jeff, and Jay.
So that's 2 points.
I totally misunderstood the question. I thought he was asking for NXT people he pinned in the year before he got called up.
Fair enough. Tempest, what did you put? I'm just going to ask you all individually because this is.
I got 4 out of 5. I put Angel Garza instead of Jimmy Uso or Jey Uso, whoever it was.
2 points to you. Nugget, what did you put?
I got it all apart from I put Strowman instead of Andrade.
2 points to you. Pete, what did you put?
Wait, so you got 2 points, Louis, you mean?
Yeah, 2 points for getting 3 of them.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I misunderstood that last question, so I got 0 for that one.
All right, Ollie, what did you get?
I put nothing. I thought you were talking about Drew McIntyre for some reason.
And Luke.
No, I only got Randy and Jey Uso. I couldn't remember another one. I couldn't remember who we beat to get into the Survivor Series team. I couldn't remember who was unimportant enough to get into.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, Elias was the Survivor Series.
Oh, was it? I don't know. I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of a heel, so I just wrote down Jeff Hardy as a punt.
All right. Match number. The current scores are as follows. In last place with 8, it's Pete. In 5th place with 9, it's Luke. In 4th place with 13, it's Tempest. In 3rd place with 19, it's Andy. In 2nd place with 20, it's Ollie. And in 1st place with 23, it's Nugget. All right.
Oh, he's slipping. He's slipping down that table.
We're going to move into the weakest ink. Where are you? There you are. Oh my God. Old shop skills. All right. Very simple. I'm going to show you 5 wrestlers' tats. You just tell me which wrestlers they belong to. Very, very simple.
Adam, would you mind doing a quick 30 seconds of super chats? I'm dying for the toilet.
Yes, that's absolutely fine, Louis. I will do some super chats. L Mullet says, question for the group. Who would you say is the most improved wrestler this year? Hashtag jam that jam. Jey Uso. I mean, in terms of actual in-ring skills, because the Usos have always been brilliant, but just in terms of like package, like as a storyteller.
Exactly.
And perception from fans, I guess, as well.
Yeah,
I think
I was going to say like
fans, Eddie Kingston.
Oh, that's good.
Very true. Yeah.
Eddie
I mean, the
Kingston,
only one I can think of is. Go on, Pete.
Sorry, go ahead, Luke.
No, I was going to say because we were talking about it on the Raw podcast just the other day that like I think this is the first time that people are actually taking Sheamus seriously as like an in-ring wrestler. I would argue like years that they're taking him because he's just been a tag guy for so long that people are like, oh yeah, no, he is a really good wrestler, isn't he? He can have really good matches.
It's his best run, for sure.
Adam's internet's frozen, but he's back.
Hey, don't scare me like that. Do not scare me like that. All right. So here are your 5 tats. I'm going to ask you to write down 5 names. I'm going to go some super chats and then just hold them all up. All right. Here we go. Whose tats are these?
Oh, yes. WrestleTalk.com reports on all of these.
Wrestling Talk sign guy says, happy belated birthday, Luke. Also, happy birthday, Pete. Pause for him to say it's not my birthday.
Thanks, mate.
Not my birthday.
Fine then. Have a crappy birthday, Pete. Go, Luke. Aaron Watson says, hey guys, just tested positive for Steve Carino today, but I get to watch you guys live this week, so that makes up for it. Hope you all have a great Christmas and any other assorted holiday and a banger new year. Reese Johnson says, QuizzleMania with all the rest talk lads, no Laurie. Is that because Oliver is scared of losing something else to El Fakador? More money for you lot tonight as a Christmas treat. Merry Christmas and thanks for all the great content. Hashtag everything will be Fakador. And that's $20 from Reese Johnson. Thank you so much, Reese. Dan Christian says, end of the year means the Quizzy Awards. What's everyone's QuizzleMania OMG moment of the year, quiz of the year, guest of the year, wrong answer of the year, drawing of the year, and contestant of the year? Well, we won't answer all of those, but I can say right now the drawing of the year is Pete's Heidenreich, without a shadow of a doubt.
Agreed.
OMG.
right.
Denise saying Vince McMahon's bread was pretty funny.
Oh,
I did like that.
Bread was amazing. Right. Okay. Has everyone got their answers written down? All 5?
Confident.
Sure.
Yeah,
It helps that I reported on all of this.
All right. Hold them up to the camera, please.
Oh.
And then read yours aloud. Luke, what did you write?
I've got Roman, Darby Allin, Kevin Owens, ? Bray Wyatt, Cody Rhodes.
All right. And Pete.
I got Roman Reigns, Darby Allin, don't know, Cody.
Okie dokie. Nugget. Roman Reigns, Darby Allin.
Roman Reigns, Darby Allin, Corbin, Jeff Hardy, and Cody Rhodes.
Andy.
I think it's the only time I've ever been sure, but I'm almost certain it's Roman, Darby, Aleister Black, Jeff Hardy, and Cody.
And Tempest, you've written the same.
I've written the same.
And Ollie,
It is
you have
Aleister
written...
Black.
I don't know. We don't have to do mine. We can just say I got Darby Allin and Cody Rhodes.
Wow. All right. So the correct answers were, of course, from left to right. That is Roman Reigns' back. That is Darby Allin's hand. That is Aleister Black's, I want to say, arm. That is Jeff's back. And of course, that is Cody Rhodes' terrible neck tattoo. Very, 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 very good. All right. So after those points have been added, current scores as they stand: in last place, Pete with 11, then Luke with 12, then it's Tempest with 18, then it's Andy with 24, then it's Ollie with 20. No, sorry. Then it's Ollie with 22, then it's Andy with 24, and then it's Nugget with 27. Ollie slipping further and further away. The next,
Pete, double digis.
Ollie's never been good at tattoos.
Double digis. And next up, it's Emojenius. Gonna show you 5 emojis of wrestlers who have wrestled in the year of our Lord 2020, and I'm just going to ask you to translate those emojis into 5 wrestlers. Simple as that. Here are your 5 wrestlers. All right, Harry Murgatroyd, who do you think should be the first person to kick out of the one-winged angel, or should it remain unkick-outable? Surely it's going to be the Hangman. Jack the Moist Sensation says, hey guys, it's my birthday tomorrow and I'll be watching with a big tub of Twiglets attached to my lap with my sexy wife by my side, or vice versa. Open question, what is your favorite Sylvester Turkey match? Hashtag JTJ PS Andy 500 plug.
Oh yeah. Head to my Twitter. I'm still walking.
Yes, you are still walking. Danny G says, with the AEW, I'm gonna expose myself as being ignorant here. Who is Sylvester Turkey?
He was part of the ECW revival thing. He was Elijah Burke's tag partner.
Oh, what's everyone's favorite Sylvester Turkey match?
That time he was with Elijah Burke.
The time that he lost a hair versus hair match against Enzo Amore, I think it was like the first NXT takeover or something.
Oh, is he Sylvester Lafort?
Oh no, then that's another guy. Never mind.
Another guy. All right. So I think we're about ready to go. I'm going to take this away. Has everyone written down their answers?
Yeah, I'm slightly worried about my first answer.
Yeah, me too.
Because have I done it really? Oh, yeah, whatever. We'll see. I feel like other people might have done the same. I'm hoping.
And these are it's this year, right?
These are all people who have wrestled this year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, balls. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
I did say it.
Yeah, he did.
No, I
say
know.
that. Oh,
He
that's
did. But that means Pete's going to change his answer from China.
You're not wrong. That's exactly what I did.
All right. So
1, 2, 3.
damn it,
I've forgotten
my emoji trap.
Almost.
Activated my trap emoji.
was-
Right. Everyone. So I'm just going to read the answers now, and I'm going to ask you to hold them up, just because it's the first time we've done it like this. It's a bit visually confusing. The correct answers were, of course, Cara Noir, Zaya Lee, Becky Lynch, Edge, because he's the man in the live sex celebration, and Io Shirai.
The bin.
The bin.
War Games. I feel like my answer of Retribution for number 5 is great because they are trash.
Please show your answers, everybody. All right, so 3 for Luke. Explain Seth Rollins.
Well, he had a kid this year, so he did a sex and then had a kid. And I thought you were doing the sex and then pointing to what the sex created.
That's incredible. All right, so 3 for Luke. It was Ollie has lost his mind.
Sex Ferguson is a good shout, and Kickbox Lady is who the person was.
Also,
Sex Ferguson is a very good shout.
people having sex and then a baby wrestler, Dominic Mysterio, surely.
2 for Tempest, and Zaya Lee, Becky Lynch, and 3 for Andy.
I'm sorry, but that middle one is totally Dexter Lumis. Have you seen the moustache?
But it was a man, Pete.
It was
That's
a man.
Yeah, that is the
emoji.
emoji.
He has a moustache. He's also a man. It's the right answer as far as I'm concerned.
Louis, I'm sad that our minds thought the same thing. For the first one.
I think everyone wrote Rich One in fairness.
I wrote Cara Noir.
I wrote Cara Noir.
Yeah, we had 2 people writing Cara Noir.
He's the Black Swan.
How many?
Yeah.
I think I got 2. Never mind.
So is Rich.
All right, after that, in last place with 13, it's Pete. Then 15, it's Luke. Then with 20, it's Tempest. With 22, Ollie. With 27, Andy. And 29, Nugget. All right. Next up, another round making its return. It is It's the problem with doing all of them. Pay-per Feud.
Yes, something I can win.
I'm going to show you a graphic with stills from 5 matches this year. You tell me what pay-per-view they're from. Simple as that. These are all. I will admit they're not all from.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
That one sounded bad.
He's oh no, he's very con now.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah.
He's back. Okay. Hello.
God, this is rattling me. Something serious. Anyway, so yeah, network specials also count. So basically, takeovers count is what I'm trying to say. Okie dokie. Here are your 5.
Oh God.
Ollie.
What?
Oh wait, what?
No, we're writing them down.
Yeah, we're writing them down.
Okay.
The whole game thus far.
Ollie, if you said Ollie and named all 5, I'd be like, wow, all right, fair enough.
My tactic was to just get in there first.
Danny G says, will the AEW Impact crossover and the potential for some dream matches? What match would you all like to see? I'd like to see AJ Swoggle versus QT Marshall. Well, I'd love to see the Bucks versus the Good Brothers, please. That would be nice. Bolt Babanet says, QuizzleMania was absolutely poggers. Thank you, lads, for not only taking away some of the anxiety of 2020, but also introducing me to Wrestle Talk on my new favorite channel, Phenomena. Adam, it's a pleasure to have you back on YouTube. Thank you so much, and we're really glad you're enjoying Phenomena. Sean Blanford, this is $20 saying, hey, Adam, just got a copy of your book in the mail today. Oh, huzzah. I'm looking forward to reading it over the holidays. Thank you all so much for everything you've done over this last year. Happy holidays. Hashtag JTJ, and soon everything will be thank you all. Thank you so much for buying my book. If you want to buy my book, you can find it on my Twitter, but that's not why we're here. We're here to plug Surfshark. Make sure you click the link at the top of the description to get yourself a great deal on a great VPN. Browse securely with Surfshark. All right. Has everyone got their answers written down? Do you need to see the graphic a little bit more?
Nope.
Well, I'm ready. I don't think I've got them. But...
All right. We good? We good.
So.
All right. So I'm going to read you the answers, and then we'll see who got what.
Wait. Sorry, I just want to change one of my answers before you read that.
Sure.
Okay.
I think we should all hold our pens up to prove that we can't change.
Yeah, I'm holding my pad.
Sure, that'll do me. That seems fair. Right, so from left to right, you've got SummerSlam.
What?
Yeah. All Out.
Oh, fuck.
Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
NXT Worlds Collide.
Oh,
yeah.
come on.
Mm-hmm.
And Money in the Bank.
Fuck.
What a round!
What
I
a
missed
round.
one of them. I got full gear instead of all out.
So
Fucks.
4 for Luke. 1 for Ollie. Pete, you got
4.
4. Very good, Pete. Nugget got
2.
2 for Nugs. Andy
I got 4. I didn't get the SummerSlam.
And 4 for Tempest as well.
This
Yeah.
is just a picture of Andrade.
Clash of Champions 1.
I just looked, I was like, that looks like the Thunderdome.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I originally wrote down Saudi Showdown, and then I was like, oh no, that's the Thunderdome. Backlash. Fuck it, SummerSlam.
All righty, Rue. So with those points, oh my goodness me. You okay, Pete?
Sorry, I'm just choking on my beer.
You're doing well. All right. In last place with 17, it's Pete. 19, it's Luke. 23, it's Ollie. That gap is closing.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, you don't like to see it.
With 24, it's Tempest. Then in joint first place with 31 points, it's Andy and Nugget.
The
Come on, Andy.
original champ is here.
Anyone but
Barely.
Nugget.
Oh, you want me to beat him?
Anyone
yeah.
but Nugget.
All right.
Right, okay.
Next
You
up,
see-
We can.
it is
It's cold now.
Gear Solid. What I've done is I've taken 5 wrestlers and I've removed the wrestlers and left only their gear. And you just have to tell me whomst is who. Simple as that. Here is the graphic with all of the wrestlers, and I'm going to read some super chats. Name all 5 of these lads. It goes 1 on the far left, then 2, 3 at the top, then 4, 5 at the bottom. That all makes sense. So 1, 2, 3 is top right, then 4, and then 5 is bottom right. Okay. John Duarte says, my favorite pastime, as I've been going through a lot, so thank you guys a lot. Hashtag JTJ. Snake Twisted says, Luke is a Cesaro of QuizzleMania. We all know he's fantastic on his own, but for some reason they keep booking him in tag teams. Give him a championship run. Luke was like the champ for like
I was champ for so long. I was champ for so long, people got sick of me being champ.
like saying, oh, that Roman Reigns, I really wish they'd break him up from his tag teams. Snake Twisted, Honest Man Dave says, thank you for keeping me sane this year and introducing me to so many other brilliant YouTubers. Luke for the win. Grave Digger says, dance, Chopper, dance.
Nah.
And Josh Jostad said, sorry, can't watch live, but want to show my support. Love everything you guys do. Keep up the good work. Hashtag jam that jam. That's delightful. All right. So everyone got their answers written down?
Oop,
Yes.
oop, oop, oop.
Yeah.
Hang on. Got to change one. I messed up.
I misspelled one, and I was like, oh, dear.
All right. Here we go. So these people. Number one is Sammy Callahan.
Yay.
There is Dabba Kato.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Lana.
Oh, poo bum.
Number 4 is Eddie Kingston. Number 5 is Reckoning.
Please accept the answer, Mia Yim.
Oh, no, it's not Mia Yim, mate.
Yeah, is it?
When have you ever seen Mia Yim wear that?
I put
All right.
Natalia stupidly.
So we got all 4 correct. Well done, Luke. All 5 correct. Well done, Luke Owen.
Thank you, mate.
Well
I thought it
done.
was Natty at first, and then I changed my mind to Lana.
Yeah, I thought it was
Glad I did.
Natalia.
All
I
5.
put recocking first.
3 from Ollie.
Luke, can you stop getting all the answers so I can overtake you, please?
5
Sorry, mate.
from Nugs. 5. 4.
I
Is that
got
what's the
4.
first one, Andy?
Oh, Sandy Cat. Yeah, I got 4.
4 from Andy, and then also 4 for Tempest.
I'm.
Not me,
Okay.
you. Not reckoning.
Ian, mate.
It's me, Yim.
Not.
I mean,
The
the
first
first
one
one
was-
was Solomon Crow.
the first one wasn't Solomon Crow, was
That
it?
was Sammy Callahan.
It was OVE.
Yeah. Nugs is with me on this one.
Mm.
All
And I
right.
bet he is.
What's this conspiracy theory talk? Right. Next, so the scores after that: Pete 22, Luke 24, Ollie 26, Tempest 28, Andy 35, Nugget 36. Let's do this. It is the one, the only. That's my line.
Oh dear.
Okay.
There's one wrestler.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
You all take it in turns to ask a question. If you want to try and guess it, you say, I would like to make a guess. If you get it wrong, you're out.
So we can buzz in to have a guess. We don't have to
Well,
wait for
I'm
our
gonna
turn
say-
to guess.
You can buzz
Otherwise,
in.
that would be-
Okay.
Sorry.
At any point, you can say, I want to have a guess. And then if you get it right, you get the points that are left on the clock. If you get it wrong, you are removed. You no longer get to ask questions. All right.
If someone gets this early,
Someone gets this early. That's huge.
that's a GG.
It's very, very big because we are, of course, starting at 20 points. And this is just one wrestler who has wrestled a match this year. They're all 2020 themed. This wrestler has wrestled a match this year. Let me just get this wrestler's Wikipedia page. Magic. Okay. So the way it's going to go is survival rules. So it's going to go in order from lowest to highest, which means it's going to be Pete, then Luke, then Ollie, then Tempest, then Andy, then Nugget. Yes, Andy.
Sorry, I think you might have broken up when it said, can you only give one guess and then you're dead? Okay, so it's an elimination. Right.
Yeah. If you basically buzz in to guess, and I will freeze the game. And then if you do not guess it right, you are out. All right. Let's see if this works. So much of this quiz has been an experiment. Not all of it's worked, but some of it has. So we're starting with Pete. Yes or no questions. You know the rules. Hit me.
Is it Sid? No. Okay. Did this person wrestle in WWE this year?
This year, no.
Is this wrestler an AEW wrestler?
No.
Do they identify as a male?
Yes. And then it's Tempest.
Did they wrestle in New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2020?
No.
Oh no. Have they ever wrestled in WWE?
Yes.
Is this person currently working for? Has this person wrestled for Impact this year?
No.
Oh. What?
And back to Pete.
As a clarification question,
Mm-hmm.
when I said WWE, did you include NXT in that?
I did.
Okay. I was going to say that would have lost us lots of points and sending us down the wrong
That would
path.
have been too cheeky.
Yeah, it would. Okay. Christ. Okay. Has this person been a former world champion in WWE?
No.
A clarification on my question that I asked earlier.
Mhm.
I will have it as another question if you think that's fair.
So
Have
after
they?
the question, I'll decide.
Yeah, okay. I mean, because I said, are they sort of contracted to AEW, but have they had a match in AEW this year?
That's what I thought you meant, and that was what I meant by no.
Okay, perfect. That's cool. I'll okay, right. Cool. Sweet. Awesome. Ring of Honor.
No.
What are you doing to us, Adam?
Lord.
What other promotions are there?
None of the major
I
promotions.
can think of a couple that we've not asked, but I don't want to ask him because it's so few points now.
They've
This has become teamwork.
They've had a match this year.
Yeah.
I need more time. I don't have a question. Well, I've got loads, but so they haven't. Oh, I feel like Skillet. Shall I bring that spot back? Can I
I'd like to guess.
Oh
No, no.
You may
Pete, if you guess what I was about to guess, then I'm going to hate you.
Come on,
No.
Peter.
I can't. No.
I mean,
That counts. That
can't.
counts, though. He's got to do it.
No. We're all having fun.
No. I was gonna do a meme, but I didn't. Chickened out.
Were you going to do as it said?
Yeah.
Ollie.
So
Former world champion.
just for clarifications, they're male.
Yep.
They haven't wrestled or been signed to WWE, AEW, New Japan, Impact, or Ring of Honor this year.
They haven't wrestled for WWE this year, no. But someone else did ask, have they wrestled for WWE? And I said yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
in the
before-
past, just not
formerly.
this year.
yeah.
And they're not a former champion. Good.
World
Former
champion.
world champion.
Not a former world champion, my apologies. Wrestled this year. Holy shit. Just to keep it moving along, and I don't want to give anyone help.
What a conundrum.
As long as it's not Louis, I don't mind.
It'll be Louis. It's fine if it's Louis.
So if I ask a question now, does that count as a guess? Like if I ask for a specific person?
I mean, no, you'd have to cash in your guess.
Okay.
Basically, if you guess, I'm not going to take points off the clock, but you will be out.
Okay, I'm going to ask a serious question. Have they wrestled in WWE in the last 5 years?
No. Wrestled? No.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Didn't need that.
Oh boy.
Points. Still all enough to make all the difference, by the way, because 11 points, if Pete got him, would put him in second place. Third place, but a very close third.
Screw it, Ollie. Jerry Lawler.
It's not Jerry Lawler.
That was my guess that I was about to come in with.
Damn it, Ollie.
I'm gonna have a punt. Luke. Is it Sean?
Sean
Ross Sapp?
No.
Oh, thought he might have had a match this
That
year.
would have been amazing.
Sorry, has wrestled for WWE.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that bit.
Yeah.
I'm so close to punting, but then that leaves only 3 people, and that could.
Currently remaining, Pete, Tempest, Andy, and Nugget. Tempest, your question.
I hate this round. When you asked the question at the beginning of the game, this is my least favorite round. Okay. Are they best known for work in the Attitude Era?
Yes.
Right, I'm going to go for it.
Go for it.
Is it Albert, Matt Bloom?
No.
Ah.
Nugget, Pete, and Tempest remain. Nugget.
Right,
Oh,
Tempest.
daughters.
Pete, you've got to get it.
I'm clueless, mate.
P.
Imagine.
Big points.
Has...
Pete.
Go on, sorry.
No, please.
Why did I do that?
Is this person... No, ignore me.
Can't. It's your turn.
Ooh. Perhaps.
Is this person with the... Or has this person recently done work with NWA?
That's a good question. I will give you a clarification. Define recently.
Since the reboot of Power?
No.
I'm going to the toilet.
Okay, Ollie is going to the toilet. Pete, 9 points. It's a rich plum.
I'm still completely lost on this. Like, it's they're best known for the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But
Can I have my answer now? I think I've got it.
Ooh. Okay, Nugget, the floor is yielded to you. 9 points on the line.
Is it Gangrel?
It's not Gangrel.
Thank Christ.
I was going to guess that at about 17, and I was like, nope.
I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't thought of that one, honestly. That's not a bad guess.
Pete and Tempest, 9 points up for grabs. Head to head, Pete and Tempest. Ollie is pissing. Is he pissing?
Well, he does ones and twos at the same time.
Of course. He always does a 1 and a 2 at the same time. He saves.
I noticed that Louis went to the toilet earlier and came back within about 20 seconds. So someone's not washing their hands for the recommended amount there.
I actually haven't.
Twice.
The toilet's by the sink, so I do it as I'm peeing.
You do it in the sink.
That's efficient. Anyway.
I think still unhygienic.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Also not true.
What I missed?
Louis didn't get it right, so it's just Pete and Tempest left.
I also know
Narrow it down. Narrow it down, lads.
Go on, guys.
Okay.
Pete's great at this game. He's got this.
I'm so good at this game, guys.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the chat.
Get out of the chat.
You're in the chat.
I'm out of the thing.
All right. You know what, Tempest? I'll take a punt.
Okay.
Is it Gilbert?
It is Gilbert.
Yeah, it totally is. Of course it is.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, of course he had a match. My next guess was going to be like Christian or someone.
It was indeed Gilbert. I was waiting for someone to ask if he'd won any titles because he won the light heavyweight. He retired this year with his with a final match.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought of Gilbert a question or two ago because he did the Kevin Owens Festival of Friendship segment in WWE. So last 5 years he was there, but he didn't wrestle.
Yeah.
So
good
the scores. In last place with 22 Pete, then Luke 24, Ollie 26, Andy 35, Nugget 36, Tempest 37.
Come on, Tempest. Now I don't have to worry.
Last place.
Anyone
Amazing
but Nugget.
I feel like the website team know more than us YouTube chaps.
Well, of course they do. Of course they do. Ollie, they report on stuff. Our job is to be sardonic and just say things are shit.
Yeah.
With their written word.
All right. Next round. It is Be Our Guest.
I know you probably don't need to explain much, but could you explain it for another 30 seconds just while I run to the toilet?
No.
What's with your bladders
What's wrong with
today,
everyone?
We're all drinking on this.
I'm having beer.
All right. So for the anyone just joining us, we have 6 of our wonderful QuizzleMania guests who have graced our screens over the course of 2020. QuizzleMania would be nothing without its special guests. We love them ever so dearly. We got 6 special guests. They're each going to ask you a question. Each question is worth 2 points. Get them all right, you get 10 points, obviously. Let me just check. Are any of these worth 2? Any more than 2? No. So each of these are just worth 2 points. There are no bonus like in the first one. Very, very simple. Get 2 points. Get the right answer, you get 2 points. 2 of them will be numerical in answer, and it will be whoever's closest wins, because Laurie and Steve from Stephen Larson are bastards, basically. So for them, it's whoever's closest gets the 2 points. But yes, we have some wonderful guests, and when Pete gets back from his 1s and 2s, we will crack into our second and final round of guest questions. Yes, I saw Luke's hand first.
I've got the same clothes horse as Pete.
Great. Where's it from?
I think it's from Dunelm.
Ooh.
Andy.
Is it closest without going over, or is it just closest in that one?
It will be closest. So, Pete, just so you missed, Steve and Laurie were very, very hard with their questions. So it's the... but thankfully, they're both numerical in nature. So it's literally the closest number will win the 2 points. And yeah, it's each question's worth 2 points. Simple as that. There's 6 questions, possible 12 points to be got. Could make all the difference. Let's say hello to our very special guests.
Hey, it's CVV Chris Van Vliet, and I'm trying to figure out why I'm not a contestant on this particular QuizzleMania. And the only thing I can come up with is that between Adam and myself, there's just too much handsome going on. But I digress. Here's my question for you. In which city was the last live WWE event held before COVID? This wasn't NXT. This was either Raw or SmackDown. Which city was it in?
Hey, friendo, Steve here. So we all know 2020 was largely defined by the empty arena era of wrestling. WWE ran 13 main roster pay-per-views / network specials, including the upcoming TLC. Tell me, what was the average paid attendance for those 13 shows? Thanks, friendos.
Hey, friendos, Ann Larson here. So 2020 was obviously the year of empty arena wrestling, but let's go back to March. March 9th, 2020 to be exact. What was the main event of the last Monday Night Raw before WWE began empty arena shows?
Hello, QuizzleMania friends. So, this year was the first time in 28 years we had a wrestling pay-per-view on Leap Day. Now, there's only been one wrestler to compete in both events. Who was that wrestler? Good luck.
Huh? What? I'm not miserable because I lost at QuizzleMania. I don't miss it at all. Not really. Anyway, between June 15th, 2020 and November 12th, 2020, Apollo Crews only faced members of the Hurt Business. How many matches did Apollo Crews have with the Hurt Business? Spoiler, the correct answer is 1,320.
Hello, this is my video submission for the host of BBC One quiz show, The Wheel. My name is Laurie Blake. This is my brand new Triviatorium where I store all of my trivia. So, for instance, let's pretend that the round has spun round and the questions are on wrestling. So, how many LED boards make up the WWE Thunderdome? Closest answer wins.
This year, Edge shocked the world by returning at the Royal Rumble as entrant number 21. We all went nuts and yay, go Edge. But what I really want to know is who came out straight after at number 22.
God, that's a great question. There were, in fact, 7 questions.
I was going to say that was 7.
Oh, God.
That's a great question, though.
I haven't placed yet. All right. So you've got a little bit of time to answer those 7 questions. Then I'm going to read the answers out, and then we will basically mark and tell me what scores you got. Try and keep it a little less confusing than last time. My bad. Rushi Mushi 16 says, "Hey, this is Arushi. Been a big fan of yours QuizzleMania shows for long. P.S. Today's my birthday, and I'd love a shout out, especially Adam, Ollie, and Luke. Haha. Also, I'd love to suggest questions also for QuizzleMania if possible. Okay, Arushi, happy birthday. Luke,
happy birthday.
Ollie,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, and if you want to suggest questions for QuizzleMania, support@wrestletalk.com. You can do it at. We will get to them there. Vince's last shred of sanity has sent us some money saying, if you guys could go back and watch any match for the first time without knowing the finish and aftermath, which one would you go for? I would personally go for Lesnar versus Goldberg at Survivor Series 2016, where Adam Pacitti allegedly shoot wet himself.
I was there for that. I was there for Goldberg and Lesnar, and
You were in the building.
Oh yeah, it was bananas. That building was just rocking.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a really good one actually. Because I was just like, that was a completely like in no way kayfabed reaction. I was beside myself when that happened. I was so angry briefly, and then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, that's smart, isn't it? Right. Has everyone got 7 answers written down?
No.
No.
I mean, I've got 7 things written down.
Hold up your boards.
All right. Tell you what, hold up your pens. Hold up your pens so we can see your lovely faces. The correct answers were: the last ever Raw before COVID took place in Washington, D.C.
Fuck yes.
Steve, the answer to his question was the average attendance for all of WWE's special shows were 9,043. Because they only did like 3. Larson.
I didn't think that was the question.
No.
I thought the question was how much did they earn from those shows on average?
Yeah.
No, it's paid attendance.
What was the paid attendance? So people that paid to attend the show.
Yeah.
Well,
that I got.
What do you mean? Well,
Larson's answer. The final main event before COVID was Rollins, Murphy, and AOP versus Street Profits and Viking Raiders, because it was in early Raw. That's what every main event was. Alex, Queen of the Ring, the only person to have been in both Leap Day pay-per-views over the last 28 years was Dustin Rhodes, who was in AEW Revolution and was at Super Brawl 2 in 1992. SRS, the correct answer to his was 15 times. Yeah, it's been a year. Laurie, the correct answer to his was there are 1,000 LED panels that make up the Thunderdome, apparently. And finally, the person to come out after Edge at number 22 was King Corbin. All right, so let's see your answers. Ollie, what'd you get?
Well, I got not much at all. I got Corbin. I got 14 for the amount of Hurt Business matches.
The number's so small. I'm gonna have to take a right answer for that one. So
just one then.
All right, 2 points to Ollie. Luke, what'd you get?
I got, well, unless I got the closest one, I only got Corbin and Dustin Rhodes.
Corbin, Dustin, Rose.
It was not in Boston, and it was not 8.
Actually, yeah, going round. Right, this is no. I've done a silly way of this. What is everyone's answer for Steve's question? The average attendance.
9,000.
9,000.
Fuck me, really?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give those points to you, Louis.
Hey, no.
Tempest got 9 as well.
I got it too. I wrote 9,000.
You wrote 9,000? No way.
Yeah.
Amazing. Congratulations, lads. No one else has got closer than that. Fair enough.
No,
And finally,
no.
did anyone get close to 1,000 for lorries?
I got 1,000.
1,000. Very good. All right.
It's on all of their press releases. Kevin Dunn said it in every single interview he did at the launch of the Thunderdome.
To be
Who has
fair,
ever read a press release?
I get sent them, me.
All right.
I used to send them out for a living.
Pete, how many did you get right, mate?
0.
0. Nugget?
Big fat 0.
I got 6.
So you got 3 right. So 6 points. Very
Oh, no,
good.
sorry then. I got 12.
Very, very good. Andy, what did you get?
I got 3 right, so 6.
6. And Tempest.
I got I got 6 questions right, so 12, I guess.
Come on, Tempest.
Here we go. So after that
I
round,
missed the stupid screens because who would know that?
Wait, you
All
got
right.
Washington DC as well.
Yeah,
I'm shocked I got that.
How?
I
that's
knew
a big deal.
the chamber the day before was in Philadelphia. So that's the
How do you know
normal
that?
they do. Because I worked it out that that's normally the route they do, Philly to DC.
That's insane. I never
Oh,
pay
yeah,
attention to where they are.
that's how I worked it out too.
Smoking guns, Andy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Smoking guns.
You need to get over that one, I think.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So yes, the points as they stand: 22 for Pete, 28 for Luke and Ollie. 41 for Andy, 48 for Nugget, 49 for Tempest.
How many rounds are left, Adam?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds left.
Plenty of points.
Plenty of points
left.
Come on, Tempest.
All right. So before we move on, I am just going to play a lovely video from our lovely sponsors.
Has this ever happened to you? You try to watch your favorite show, QuizzleMania 13, but it's blocked in your country because for one of the rounds we used footage, and despite our fans begging us to use footage every single day, this is what happens. Then we found a solution for you. Now you can watch QuizzleMania 13 with Surfshark, a VPN app or browser extension that turns your phone, tablet, computer, or game console into a great big liar. And if you use the code WrestleTalk, you get 83% off and 3 months for free. You could pay $12 a month, or with Jam That Jam, you could pay under $2 a month. That's just Steiner maths, you freaks and geeks. Then, when you're done with QuizzleMania 13, you can watch other things that aren't as good, like HBO or American Netflix if you live outside the US, or BBC iPlayer if you live outside the UK. Or you could just watch QuizzleMania 13 again. Look at all that WWE footage. God, skirting as close as we can to copyrighted content sure makes us feel alive. Please don't tell WWE about QuizzleMania. Thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this episode of the show, and remember, go to surfshark.deals/jamthatjam, enter promo code WrestleTalk for 83% off and 3 months for free.
Family Fortunes time. Right, so I'm putting you into 2 teams, 1st, 3rd, and 5th, and then you've got 2nd, 4th, and 6th, which is going to be difficult because 2 of you are tied, you bastards.
You're welcome.
Right, so
Roll the
so that
dice.
means we've got Tempest and Louis on different teams, then Andy.
I think it's me and Tempest, yeah.
Tempest, and then Luke and there we
I've
go.
got
The All Authority back together.
It's the All Authority. Okay, tell you what, give me evens for Luke and odds for Davis to be in 5th place. In 4th place.
It's a 5, so an odd.
Odd. So that is 1/3. Yeah, that's right. That's bang on. In
Thanks
fact.
for these dice, by the way,
1/3.
Pete.
No worries, mate. Spoilers for the Christmas episode. Also, Louis, you said you're not part of the All Authority anymore, so you can't make that claim anymore, bud.
You can't sit with us.
Yeah.
He doesn't
All right,
even go here.
We're going to do 2 rounds of Family Fortunes, basically 1 round each. Very simple. You all know how Family Fortunes works. I have asked 100 people on Twitter their opinions on a thing. I then ranked their answers in the form of like the top 7. You have 3 lives. If you get one right, that's a point for each and every one of you at the end in the team. However, if you run out of all your lives before you get them all, then I pass it over to the other team. They get me one answer for the chance to steal all your points. So it's quite close at the moment. However, one team could score double in this round. So it's all to play for if they get all of theirs and then steal the other team's answers, because there's 2 answers.
Good face, Luke.
Also, I'm in a real predicament here because I really want to overtake Ollie and I don't want Nugget to win, but I also want to do well.
All right.
Hey, I'm all Team Tempest here. I just want Tempest to keep going.
You need a Santa hat.
You know you're good when people are jealous and don't want you to win.
That's right. That's right. Jealousy is the opiate of the something.
That's the reason.
We're going to start with the All Authority.
And Louis.
All right. I asked 100 people on Twitter, what was the best match of 2020?
Okay.
I'm going to read out 5 super chats and then I'm going to go for you. So keep in mind the other team, you are to be making notes as well because you could steal their points if they lose 3 of their lives. Pixel says, Ollie Davis fears El Fakador. Misha Summer says, no Laurie in the thumbnail. Fakador run-in confirmed. Everything will be Fakador except the victory. Tempest is going to own this again. Maple that leaf. Dunk that nugget. Hashtag needs more poutine. JMac619 says, Ollie Davis is the kind of man to nudge the kitchen drawer in with his hip after using his panini maker.
I didn't even hear it.
That's good.
Oh my god! Like the 25 QuizzleManias, whatever it is. That's one of my favorite chats we've ever had.
That absolutely slaughtered me. Ollie Davis is the kind of man to nudge the kitchen drawer in with his hip after using his panini maker. Hashtag fuck that jam.
Your hands are going to be oily.
Ollie Davis.
That was everything to me. Thank you very much, JMac619. LuchaBots is so excited for this QuizzleMania. I've been thinking of a question that I haven't heard before, and I've watched all the QuizzleManias and came up with this. Do any of you believe in aliens or any other conspiracy theories? I know Xenia once had a UFO experience. Does anyone prescribe?
I do think that there is life out there because this happy accident's kind of just been a one-time thing.
It's a very big universe. 100%.
It's an ever-expanding universe as well. So it has to have happened somewhere else.
Unless it is the only time and the universe doesn't have anything else in. It's just ever-increasing distance between lonely points. Empty and alone.
I wasn't prepared for this.
That sounds like a conspiracy to me.
What? That there's nothing? That's the opposite of a conspiracy theory.
If there was someone
You're
believing
nihilism,
conspiracies, I would think it was Ollie because he likes all those like herbs and things that he drinks in his tea.
Whoa. Andy, we're talking about conspiracy theories, not proven medical facts that my mate told me.
Ashwig and
Right. You used to drink Ollie, do you remember when you used to drink mushroom tea? Do you remember that period?
Yes. And it was mushroom coffee.
Isn't that Bovril?
Bobril's delightful.
Bobril's pretty good in fairness.
Right. Everyone be quiet. Everyone be quiet right now. We're going to go with Pete, then Ollie, then Louis.
Can we confer?
You can, but that will be giving clues to the other team. I will absolutely let you confer, but I want an answer from Pete, then Ollie, then Louis, then we'll go round again. All right, so here we go. So I
think we can do this with conferring and getting them all.
Well, let's go as far as we can without
conferring first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked 100 people on Twitter, what was the best wrestling match of 2020? And they answered, Pete.
Men's Royal Rumble match.
Was correct, was number 5.
Wow.
Very, very good. Ollie.
Bucks versus Page Omega, Revolution AEW.
Was number 2.
Walter versus Ilya Dragunov.
Was number 3.
Nice.
Back to Pete.
Sorry, just writing that one down. FTR versus Young Bucks.
Was number 4.
Sasha Banks versus Bayley, Hell in a Cell.
I was surprised too. So far you've got 2, 3, 4, 5. You are missing 1, 6, and 7.
2
Louis.
seconds.
No problem.
Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso at Hell in a Cell.
Ooh, I had that.
Okay, now we need to confer.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know because it's Twitter and people are opinionated on there. I don't know if they'll appreciate the art that was the Firefly Funhouse match.
Yeah. I've got Firefly Funhouse match down.
I wouldn't have it because you don't think of it when you think of best match.
I do. It's my favorite match of the year, easily.
And I
Maybe-
think
I mean,
that-
maybe.
I think there'll be a trolling contingent as well that will go for Orton Edge Backlash.
If you say trolling contingent, if it didn't have the name attached, it's up there.
No, it's not of the year.
It is up there.
Up there.
I don't want to say too much because we do
There's
only
al-
have now 1 life left, right?
You have 1 life left.
Maybe Reigns Uso at Clash,
Clash.
of Champions.
It's possible.
I would be most confident.
I think there might be safer options.
Reigns and Drew at Survivor Series.
I don't think so.
Uso match was better.
Yeah,
any other
I think
AEW
there's other safer options. I think that people with recency bias might go for the men's War Games match.
I had that down, but I think that's too recent.
You reckon?
When did you ask this?
Today.
Oh.
And also, I know we're just literally giving all the answers to the other team now, but the more we say, the less they have to choose from. Also, the Boneyard match. I don't know if people really like that one or not. I don't know people's opinions of it that well.
I mean,
Styles versus Bryan. Styles versus Bryan from SmackDown was good.
I don't think that'll make it. I think go with Reigns Uso Clash, right?
The backlot brawl from AEW, back parking lot, whatever it was.
It
With
was a 5-star.
Yeah.
Again, I think I don't know if people will think of that just simply because it wasn't on pay-per-view.
Yeah, Balor Kyle from I don't know. I'll be just saying every match that happened.
Yeah, now we're just saying every really good match.
So what are we going to go with?
Whose turn is it? It's Pete's, right?
Pete's, yeah.
Pete, I'm going to need the answer from you, please.
Out of all those, I would say Reigns Uso Clash of Champions.
I'm
thinking how Twitter thinks.
Pete, you don't have to listen to your allies. You can go out on your own.
Omega pack the Iron Man.
I think it's too long ago.
Yeah. All right.
Stadium Stampede.
All right. Yep. Reigns versus Uso Clash of Champions.
5-5 surely. 5-5.
4 points, lads, for you to possibly steal, but I need one answer for you to all agree on.
Yeah, like I had Cena Fiend, Firefly Funhouse, Omega Page FTR, Kota Naito, Okada Naito, Stadium Stampede were the other picks that I had. But I think we go with. I do
think 5-5. I can't believe they didn't, because people at the time loved that match. Like there were some people who hated it, but people loved that match. Tempest, you don't look like you loved it, but
well, the thing with the Firefly Funhouse, and this might just be me reaching, I think there is a decent contingent of fans of ours that want Adam to like them, and they know that Adam loved that match.
I mean, he's got a point.
Cynicism on you.
He's got a point.
I'm not saying anything else. about it. Just saying
Luke,
that's
as senior
something
team
to do.
member, I think I would be happy to go with Firefly Funhouse.
I mean, what I'm going to say is all three of us have said it. So I think we're going to submit the Firefly Funhouse match from
Swear to
WrestleMania,
God.
please.
So the answers are: in 7th place was the Boneyard match.
Wow.
Had it written
All
down.
right. Yeah,
In,
had that.
in 6th place, Randy Orton versus Edge, the greatest match ever. And it took place this year. Number 5 was 2020 Men's Rumble. Number 4 was Bucks versus FTR. Number 3 was Walter Dragunov. Number 2 was Bucks versus Omega Page. Number 1 was the Firefly Funhouse.
Yes, lads.
So that
I'm
is
so mad. That was the one I was most confident in, but Ollie talked me out of it.
It was so unique.
4 points to Luke, 4 points to Andy, 4 points to Tempest.
Was it close at all, or
Firefly Funhouse it was very close between 1 and 2, less so between the 2 and 3. But no, Firefly Funhouse had a good 2 or 3 point lead.
Live it.
Can I say very quickly, just to save face if my tag partner's watching, I would have said Ibushi and Okada, but I didn't think Twitter people would have said it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I wrote them down. And I was like,
Yeah.
but no.
But no. All right. So, other team. I asked Twitter, 100 people on Twitter, in fact, what was the worst match of 2020? What did you think?
Lads, if we get all 3 wrong, they can't get any points.
I don't know what to do there. I don't know what to do there. Don't you meta this game? I won't stand for it. Right, LuchaBot says, so excited for this QuizzleMania. I've been thinking of a question. Oh, we've done that one. Jerry Merck says, hey guys, we'll be watching later on delay. Just wanted to celebrate with the SWAT Nation. Waiting on doctors to move my wife up to recovery as we just had our 3rd child. Mazel tov. We named him Quizzy after this show. Kidding, but wouldn't that be something? It would be something. D'Artagnan has given us $50. Amazing. Says here's $50 dues to make up for missing the last couple QuizzleManias. Good luck to everyone participating. Thank you for providing us with so much infotainment over the last year or so with these shows. And Revenant's donated $5, saying I'm not a political person, but is it strange to anyone else that for the first time ever we have all 3 members of the All Authority competing against each other in QuizzleMania? Dunking on Chris Jericho there. All right, we're going to go straight into it. It's going to go Luke, Andy, Tempest. Luke, what's your first pitch?
Goldberg Fiend
was number 1 in a fucking landslide.
I gotta say, lads, you're gonna have to carry me here. I'm struggling with this. Goldberg Braun?
No, I'm afraid. Long listed, but didn't make the top 7.
Yeah.
Tempest.
Oh, brother.
I think this is much more difficult.
I would agree. I'm going to say, because it was recent and people didn't like it, I'm going to say the Women's Survivor Series match.
With number 5.
Cool. Well done, mate. I had that down. Randy Edge, WrestleMania.
Was number 7. Very, very good.
Nice.
What a boring turd.
God, it's boring, isn't it? Crikey.
It's crazy how that's in best match and worst match of the year.
Well done, lads.
I've only got one more on my list. Do we want to confer? Because, is it the end of the world if we... The only one I've got left...
Don't metagame it, mate. Come on now.
No, I'm genuinely not. I've only got one on my list. The Swamp match.
Official guess?
Yeah.
It was number 4.
Well done. You.
Good job, Andy.
Well earned as well. That's also bad.
Yeah, I hated that.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, I like the Alexa Bliss thing because it made me pop personally, for obvious reasons. But no, it's a bad match. Tempest.
It's from the same show as Goldberg Fiend. I'm going to go Brock Lesnar and Ricochet.
Very good. Number 2.
Nice.
People fucking loathe that match, and I'm one of them. Awful stuff.
How many we got left?
Oh, so you've got 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7. So you're missing 3 and 6. So you're doing very well, but you've only got 1 life No, you got 2 lives remaining actually, so very good.
We may lose one here though. I've got Matt Hardy, Sammy Guevara from All Out.
Number 3, very well.
That was going to be my next guess.
Right,
Good one, Luke.
lads, we've only got one more, so should we? Which number is it?
6.
I mean, not that it matters. I honestly don't know. Like, I don't remember really terrible matches. I sort of remember the ones I enjoyed.
Oh, one has come to me.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to converse?
Yeah, go for it. Anything with the great O'Connor in it, really.
It's not your turn to answer, Tempest, so you're going to have to converse if you want to use it.
Oh, it's mine? Oh, okay. In that
No,
case,
it's not yours.
It's Andy's.
It's mine.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we want to confer, I was thinking eye for an eye. It's not a bad match, but it's really stupid.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think of like matches that had stupid stipulations. That like,
Oh, do you know what could be? Money in the Bank. That really split people. They did not like the finish, and some people really did not like
That's
the shenanigans
true.
in it as well.
Right. It's my guess, is it, Adam?
Yes.
Okay. Any other suggestions, or should I go? Because because Money in the Bank did split people.
I mean, I was just looking at my notes here, and what I've written is Bobble versus Lashley. Was what I meant was Bobby Lashley versus Slapjack.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be any Raw matches unless it's kind of like
that was on pay-per-view.
That was on pay-per-view.
Wasn't it? It was a few weeks ago. Oh my god!
Oh, it was 8 months ago. It was like it was a long.
Honestly, I don't know what time is.
I think Money in the Bank is a really good shout.
Okay, the climb the corporate ladder joint Money in the Bank ladder match.
Oh man, I'm sorry, that's me.
Hey, don't get me wrong, that match fucking sucks.
Yeah. So Louis,
it was not. They've got one life left.
Yeah, you got one life left.
Do we want to go eye for an eye? Because the only other one I have on my list is Miz and Morrison against Strowman. Because that match also sucked. But I don't think many people would remember it.
I don't think people will remember that.
Like we said, have there been any AEW matches which were like, that was terrible, other than the Matt
There was
Hardy
like
one?
the Britt Baker Big Swole thing Louis brought up, but I don't think anyone really remembers that.
Louis hated it more than anyone.
It's because Louis hates AEW. But
do you know what it could be? Sorry, I'm just going to throw this out there. Street Profits Viking Raiders. They're like whatever the hell that was. The cinematic match they did.
That was awful. But that also wasn't really a match.
It was a long time ago as
It
well.
was just like a skit.
But I wonder if people
was
would consider it a match.
It was the beginning of the year.
All right, Tempest, I'm going to have to push you, I'm afraid.
All right, do we want to do that or eye for an eye?
I mean, I would go eye for an eye over that. I'm just trying to check.
Yeah, in which case then go eye for an eye for that. I'm happy
All
with
right,
that.
we're gonna say the eye for an eye match: Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins.
Was number 6.
Yes,
Very well
yes, guys.
Go Team Santa Hat.
7.
Yes.
7 for Luke, 7 for Andy, and 7 for Tempest. Goodness gracious me.
I thought that was harder, so the fact you got all 7 is incredibly impressive.
Yeah,
hats off you, lads.
Given that I started with only 3 answers.
So,
hats off to you boys. Well done, lads.
Scores as they go. 22, Pete. 28, Ollie.
Oh, come on.
39, Luke. 48, Nugget. 52, Andy. 60, Tempest.
Come on, Tempest.
Started at the bottom, now we're here.
Also, Nugget, if you're going to complain about anything, complain about Ollie for convincing me to not say Firefly Funhouse on
I
that.
said one.
All
line
his
on
fault.
it.
All his fault.
I don't know if people would vote
Literally
for that.
all his fault.
Oh, I hate nips.
Who's next with these?
When I saw these teams drawn, I was a bit like, oh. Oh, okay.
All right, I'm going to show you 5.
I was happy when I rolled a 5.
Going to show you 5 pairs of nips. You tell me who they belong, which wrestler they belong to. Obviously, a wrestler that's wrestled in 2020. 5 points to be gathered, 1 for each pair of nips you correctly guess. Simple as that. Boom. There are your nips.
Sorry, was it 1 point for each pair?
1 point for each pair. So a possible 5 per person for this.
Jesus Christ.
Demigod says, I'm here to support Andy because he told me about Alina Lopez. Wink. Oh, no.
No, I didn't.
Both the Ravens 79 just wanted to wish you all a happy and healthy holiday. Can we get a collective fuck you 2020? Also, to remind Luke, taking an average of only Meltzer star rating still isn't science. It's just regular math. Hashtag FTF, hashtag jam that jam.
It's actual science, though.
All right, on 3, can we get a collective fuck you 2020? 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you.
2020.
Wow, everything went wrong there.
Good.
Well done, lads. X Red X says, I have to say, Luke is the only person I've ever encountered that says mate or hello mate and not have it sound super annoying and lame. When he says it, I genuinely feel enveloped in friendly vibes like a big matey cuddle. Cheers, Wrestle Talk.
Thanks, mate.
I get called up for saying mate. People say it sounds weird coming out of my mouth. Anyway, Braden Fletcher says, this is a weird question for Tempest. Favorite World Junior Hockey Championship moment?
Ooh, that's a good
We've all got one of those.
Yeah, Canada. Oh God.
How much time we got?
Yeah, no, it won't be a long answer. It was the year that Canada won gold. That had Curtis Lazar, Connor McDavid, et cetera, on it, and that was the year before McDavid got drafted. So I want to say it was 2014-15.
Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that is enough of this. I'm taking the nips away. Has everyone written down their answers?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Boom. Hold your pens in the air as I give you the answers, please.
Hold up. Can I have 2 more seconds?
No, you can't.
I mean, I'm not going to put the nips
That's not
back
how the
up.
game works.
You haven't seen the nips. You can have 2 more seconds. It's fine. It's all super chill here on QuizzleMania in this special bumper accelerated manic crazy slapdash edition of QuizzleMania. Please tune in 2020. Right. The correct answers from left to right are Lance Archer.
Nice.
Oh, the red hair, of course.
Bollock.
In fact, hang on. I actually have some answers in the form of a picture. So let me just upload that.
I think I've screwed this round.
I got the first ones. That's nice.
There we go. So instead, what I'll do, so here are your nipples. Very, very nice. And here are the answers. Boom. Lance Archer. Elias.
Oh, my God.
2. Will Hobbs was number 3. David Arquette, of course, was number 4. And number 5 was Karrion Kross. I will also accept Killer Cross. Right. Can I get your answers, please?
But you couldn't accept me a yim.
Different gimmick.
Yeah, you're right. Karrion Kross only. Because Killer Cross never had those tats. Right. Ollie, what did you get?
I just got 2. I got Lance Archer and Will Hobbs. Powerhouse.
Thank you very much.
It's actually not his name. It's Powerhouse Hobbs now.
Well, I think on that photo was taken, it was Will.
Actually was because he didn't have a singlet.
So 3, was it?
I'm very impressed by the Arquette guess.
Pete.
1. Lance Archer.
Very nice. Not a lot of people got Lance Archer. Nugget.
4. Lance Archer, Elias, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Karrion Kross.
Very nice. Andy.
I got 2. I got Elias and Hobbs.
Very good. And Temples.
I got 2. I got Hobbs and Kross.
Oh, nips are your Achilles heel, aren't they? All right. So after that, Pete 23, Ollie 30, Luke 42, Nugget 52, Andy 54, Tempest 62. So less than 10 points in it for the top 3. We're on to our final round, which of course has to be survival of the people who know the most about a very specific wrestling category. One question. That's all it is. Everyone's in, obviously, at the start. First person to go out gets 0 points, then 2, then 4, then 6, and 8. Final person gets 10. The question is WWE pay-per-view matches in 2020.
Oh, at all? Not in chronological order?
No, not in chronological order. That would be mental. I will clarify, pay-per-view, not network special, no takeovers.
Question.
Yeah.
Does that include pre-show matches?
No.
They're not pay-per-view matches.
Ooh.
I feel very strongly about that. They're not pay-per-view matches. You don't pay to view them. But no, that's a very good question. Saudi shows, to clarify, are pay-per-views. They are available on pay-per-view. Takeovers are not. And I will let you get away with TLC. I will let you do announced TLC pay-per-view matches. I'm going to go through 5 or 6 super chats, and then we're going into it. I will remind you the top 3: Nugget 52, Andy 54, Tempest 62. It's all to play for. I will remind you of the many times that Luke went into the final round riding high and crashed out with 0 points straight away. It can happen.
This is kind of dumb. I don't think they're matches, but do like if someone gets pinned for the 24/7 title.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, if it appeared on Wikipedia, it does count. Basically, I'm taking these all from Wikipedia.
If it's not a scheduled match for the 24/7 title, it won't count. Okay.
I've checked through all of them, and I'm pretty sure none of these are for the 24/7 title. Yeah.
Adam.
Oh, that's right.
I'm assuming we've got to give the show as well.
That would help me. Yes, please do that.
Especially because there's been people who faced multiple times at different pay-per-views.
Oh boy, howdy have they?
Yeah.
What a year.
I'm screwed.
Oh, just another clarifying question for stuff like gimmick matches where there's men's and women's ones. Can we just say men's this, women's this, or do we have to say this person, this person, this person, this person?
Here's what I'll do. If there are more than 8 combatants, no. If there are more than 6, you can say the thing.
So chamber matches would be.
It's tricky, isn't it? I'll get. If you can clarify what the chamber match is for, I will give it to you.
Cool.
How about that?
Swell.
Other than that, if it's a 6-man tag, I would like all 6 people. All 6 people, please. Anything more than that, for example, the Rumbles, someone's going to say them. You can just say men's and women's. That's fine. Spoiler, they're 2 free shots for you. Right. So I'm going to read out some super chats. This may take a while, but thank you, by the way, to everyone who has watched the big Fat QuizzleMania of the year. I tried something with this one, and it may have gone a bit wrong.
I think it'd be great, mate.
I really enjoyed it.
It has been a bit of a mess, but it has been a fun mess with you guys who have all worked so hard to make QuizzleMania what was supposed to be a one-off random quiz. Do you guys remember when QuizzleMania was just a random idea had in the middle of a kind of meeting? Just like, why don't we just do this? And I was just like, yeah, okay, I'll slap something together.
Have you done it with your friends before?
Yeah, something like that. Like I did it at most of the questions were from like a drafts pub quiz that I did before then. And I was like, okay, we'll slap this together. And it ended up being such a bloody load of fun that here we are, literally 23 QuizzleManias later.
I just want to say that I think my favorite part of that coming together is it's still in the Discord chat where we say, oh, do we want to call it QuizzleMania or is that just too shit? And here it is, 9 months later, still going.
And I'm also pretty certain that a certain Mr. Davis was like, no, I think we can come up with someone better than that. And then after like 2 days, you were just like, I mean, it is QuizzleMania. We're all sold on this now, right? It is QuizzleMania now.
That is how every conversation goes. If you've ever thought, how did they come up with that name? It's a name that comes out, and we go, nah, it's a bit shit. We can come up with something better, and then we never do.
And then it's
Wrestling Daily.
5 minutes before it starts, we're like, yeah, just put it up there.
That'll do.
100%. That is the story behind WrestleMania. I will bet you anything that they were just like, WrestleMania sounds a bit crap, Howard. Tell you what, we'll have it as the one on the whiteboard for now, but if anyone else can come up with anything better.
For a second there, I thought you were going to say 100% that is the story behind Parts Fun Known, because I'm pretty sure
that's also true. Yeah.
We came up with that, and it was the best idea.
And you know what? Phenomenerds too. You really got to start following through on these. We'll come up with better names, gimmicks.
Board Game Club.
Board Game Club. I'm proud of Board Game Club. It's catchy and it does what it says on the tin.
I think it's actually called Board Game Club. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We were at the pub for the parts fun known, and it was one of those ones that I think Laurie or someone said it, and we were like,
Laurie said it.
That's really stupid. And then went, yeah, but I kind of like it.
It was literally just Laurie going through wrestling terms and just adding extra puns into them. He was like, "Oh yeah, we could." It was something else to do with fun that he said, and then he came across parts unknown. He went, "Yeah, parts fun known," and I was like, "Yeah, PFK." And everyone went, "PFK? Come on, guys, it's great."
If we could do it all again, I would call it Raw Thunderground.
That's not bad as well.
Long-lasting gimmick
in the Thunderdome. Right. Jack Archer says, hey, everyone, just drop by, send some love. We'll have to watch an archive later on due to lack of sleep. We recently had a second session of Mansions of Madness, and it went great. Huge thanks for the tips on how to keep players engaged. Also, go Tempest. Mansions of Madness is amazing. Speaking of board games, by the way, do check out Phenomena this Saturday when instead of doing a top 10 board games of 2020, because who's had the chance to play one? I've run down my 10 favorite board games of all time. That'll be going live on Saturday. So make sure you check that out. Yes, Tempest.
I just wanted to say that because my family is very big on board games, I turned a number of my family members onto the channel saying, hey, if you need ideas for gifts, here is a series of lists of board games and games of that nature that you can get.
Amazing. Well, I hope you get a good several underneath your Christmas tree.
Me too.
I'm imagining all of your family are also wearing those masks. Yes.
Yes.
That's how I picture the Tempest family.
Yep.
Inoki says, who do you guys think will win the men's and women's Royal Rumbles in 2021? We get asked this pretty much in every QuizzleMania, but that's good because it changes pretty much from every QuizzleMania. I would have said Big E up until recently, where they seem to have given up on that. So I'm Brock. Maybe Brock.
Yeah, my hopeful picks are not the same as my realistic picks. So my realistic picks are Charlotte Flair and Brock Lesnar.
Those are good picks.
Charlotte Flair's going to win the title at Rumble. You think it's going to take her till WrestleMania to win the title?
The report is she's had a lot of input in her return. So
let's see. Maybe Charlotte and Andrade will win.
Yeah.
There's a report from WrestleMania. Package.
Sorry, I had a message come through from Mod Mother Jenna. By the way, Mod Mother Jenna in 2020, can we just say one of the absolute superstars of Wrestle Talk? Jesus. The job that you do does not get nearly enough thanks. You're the best, Mod Mother Jenna. Anyway, Mod Mother Jenna has asked me to clarify. QuizzleMania is not going away in 2021. We are all talking about it like it's dying. That's not the case. It's just this is sort of the end of the year, and it kind of brings out the sentiment in you. But no, QuizzleMania is carrying on. It's just that, yes, this big fat QuizzleMania of the year was sort of my attempt to do all of QuizzleMania in one quiz, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so for Veritas Knight, says triple T. Reign of Terror will continue. Oh, Tempest, of course. Glad he didn't spit McDee's sweet and sour all over during his promo, though. Oh, bless. One of the mods has put careful above this tweet. It's a reference to a booking video I did. Not Pleben says, Regal says, war games. Blompier, board games. How do I join the coalition undermining net tyranny? That is from SmackDown Hacker booking video. It spells a naughty word. Teehee.
It does.
All righty-roo. We're going to kick off. We're going to go in order from lowest to highest, and I'm just going to rearrange your screens. I'm going to rearrange your screens. So, PT Boy there. Then it's Luke. No, then it's Andy. Then it's Luke. Then it's Andy. Then it's Nugget. Then it's Tempest.
Nugget's not ahead of me.
No, you're quite right. There's 2 points in it. There you go. Nugget's in third. Right. Pete, can I get the match?
Okay.
And ideally the pay-per-view so I can scrub it off the list.
Right. Firefly Funhouse match. WrestleMania 36.
Did you know that was one of the best wrestling matches of 2020?
I did.
Absolutely wonderful. Yes, that is off the list. Ollie.
I'd just like to say this notebook has seen me through the entirety of QuizzleMania. This is a year of QuizzleMania. And on the last show, I'm on the last page.
Hey! Just to clarify, though, not the last show ever.
No.
I'm going to miss
last
it.
show 2020.
I'm going to miss this, man. All of us here together twice a week. I will go for the men's Royal Rumble match.
Very, very good. Done and done. Luke.
I will go for the women's Royal Rumble match.
Ooh, that is done. All right. Louis.
I will go for the SmackDown Tag Team Elimination Chamber.
Yep, you absolutely can. Boop. Andy.
Forgot that was the thing.
Well,
Me
in
too.
that case, I'm obviously going to go for the Street Profits versus the Hurt Business at TLC.
Screw you, making me scroll all the way down. Right, there we are. Street Profits. But wait, did you say Street Profits versus the Hurt Business?
Oh, no, Andy.
Oh, Andy.
Oh,
Andy.
a time to go out first.
And he cockily said,
Yeah. Out of all the pay-per-view matches in 2020.
Well, second place has absolutely blown it. Well done, mate.
No
Oh,
one's batting an eyelid because it just seemed right.
Yeah.
he's just written in the private chat, what a dick.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Tempest.
I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns versus I guess King Corbin at the Royal Rumble.
In a Falls Count Anywhere match. All
Yes.
right. Back round to Pete.
Let's go for Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre from Survivor Series.
All right. All the way down to the bottom of the thing. Boop. There we go. Ollie.
Fiend versus Goldberg, Super Showdown.
One of the best matches of 2020. There we go. Luke.
Taker versus AJ.
Taker versus AJ. The Boneyard
What
match.
show
I
is
think
that?
you mean.
What show is that, Luke?
Well, I was thinking Super Showdown. But yeah, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Okay.
Careful, Luke. I will take your WrestleMania, but that is borderline because it wasn't Taker versus AJ. Borderline. Right.
Was eventually.
Yeah, but it wasn't, though, was it?
Didn't even take his fucking coat off. Louis.
The chamber match to earn a shot at the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania.
Very good. Tempest.
Can I quickly just say that I find it very depressing that that is technically the Undertaker's last wrestling match.
Last wrestling match happened in front of a crowd, yeah.
Yeah, or just like in a ring.
Well,
or
he
anything.
hit a wrestling move in the Boneyard match, but no, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
That's not
I'm
his
gonna.
last match, Tempest.
No,
He's
yeah.
coming back.
Fair
I
point.
thought he was, but I don't think he is after Survivor Series.
Reactionary decisions, guys. Come on. Record low Raw viewership.
That's a good point. I'm gonna say Bailey versus Lacey Evans from the Royal Rumble.
Holy shit.
Woo!
That is very well
Would
remembered.
not have got that one.
Back round to Pete.
Sorry, just writing that down. Okay. Brock Lesnar versus Ricochet, Super Showdown.
One of them. Oh man, I can't even joke. Makes me so angry.
I know.
Got a guy who is a guy who is so good at bumping for little guys. Literally, he makes a fucking living off it. Never mind. Ollie.
The men's and women's combined Money in the Bank match.
Yes, good to get that out of the way. Did you like the food fight? You remember when Alistair Black participated in a food fight and then got murdered?
Yeah, he did.
He didn't.
It's fine, though. It was a smaller roof underneath.
Underneath the bigger roof.
Wrestling's dumb
So I've
forever.
just
Play
realised-
board games.
Andy could have done that intentionally to get 0 points. So there's no way I can beat
He is
Tempest.
wildly
waving his hands
gesticulating.
to me. No, he didn't.
Genuinely, I did not. I promise you. I feel like such a twat.
Whose turn? Luke, I believe.
I'm going to go for Edge versus Randy Orton.
Which one?
show? WrestleMania.
Absolutely. What a shit match.
I'm going to go for Edge versus Randy Orton at Backlash.
The greatest match ever. Tempest.
I'm going to go with The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan from the Royal Rumble in a strap match, I believe.
Very good. I really respect you just making sure that all of the Rumble matches are ticked off. Tempest. Doing this properly, efficiently, chronologically. Pete.
Sorry, I just thought of another one that I'm going to save for later. So I'm just writing it down.
Saucy chops.
This is going to be the longest survival.
Yeah, I know it's going to be.
Ollie, you will be in bed by midnight. I promise you this, because you're all going to run dry at some. You're all going to get to points where it's just like you will not be able to remember some of these.
Okay.
I can't remember some of these, and some of these happened a month ago.
Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, Clash of Champions.
Yes, absolutely, fantastic match. My favorite of the two tribal matches.
So good.
Mine as well.
Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, Hell in a Cell.
Very good. My second favorite of the two. There we go. Right, Luke.
My favorite of all the WrestleMania matches: Elias versus King Corbin.
Oh man! Fun fact for you. Actually, no. When the other match is mentioned, I'll mention that fun fact because it's tied into another match on that card. Nugget.
Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania.
Oh, very good. Getting that deep cut out of the way nice and early.
That is a deep cut.
I love the official preview for that match where they said, these two have never wrestled before, so where better to have it than at WrestleMania?
The place to end the blood feuds.
Yes. I'm going to finish off the Royal Rumble by saying Becky Lynch versus Asuka.
Very good. Thank you, Tempest. The Royal Rumble is done. In the books, in the pocket, out of sight. Love OSW. Right. Next is Pete.
Let's do The Miz versus Otis at Hell in a Cell.
Luke's favorite match.
Men's Survivor Series match.
I didn't. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there you go. Men's Survivor Series match. Absolutely awful match. Luke.
Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania, so I can tee you up for your fun fact.
Thank you, mate. Fun fact. Did you know that Elias versus King Corbin was 1 minute longer than Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania?
Holy shit. If you go back and watch that Elias Corbin match, it is so fucking boring.
Yeah.
I got to say, the Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler match isn't much better. Never gets into high gear.
Becky was probably pregnant, just without knowing.
Yes.
Really uncomfortable when you remember that Baszler was slamming her into the commentary table. Just, oof.
Louis.
Mansoor versus Dolph Ziggler.
Very good.
Super Show.
Louis not giving a shit, not holding any of these in his pocket for later, just firing the big
Basically,
gun.
I can't win, so I'm just going to show off at this point.
You're just intimidating your opposition. I appreciate that. Tempest.
In case anyone is wondering, I'm not trying to do these in exactly chronological order. That would be absolutely nuts. But I'm going to go with The Miz and John Morrison versus The New Day from Super Showdown.
Very good. Pete.
I'm going to stop writing these down because I'm also not winning. So I'm just going to go what I've got on my list and then improvise. The two-wake trophy match from Super Showdown.
Now, there are 6 men in that match, Pete. Who are...
Oh, bollocks.
You didn't make us do that for the chamber, in fairness.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
You did.
Okay,
Yeah,
can I say that?
You did say for the two-weight trophy. I'll give it. I'll give it.
For the
to
two-weight trophy, Undertaker won despite not being in the match because Rey Mysterio got injured backstage.
I'll give it to you.
And he beat AJ Styles. There you go. There's more details.
Right.
And he just left the trophy
Women's
there.
Survivor Series. Women's Survivor Series.
Great match. Just a great match. Great match. 20 minutes. Great match. Luke.
Seth versus Ray, eye for an eye.
What a year! What a year it's been.
Okay,
say
I'm
the
gonna
show, right?
not ask, but I need to make sure I'm right.
You don't like have to say the show. It helps me find the match in order to chuck it off.
Oh, okay. All right then.
I mean, it's the horror show Extreme Rules. Like,
yeah,
it's an eye match.
At Money in the Bank, New Day versus Forgotten Sons versus Lucha House Party versus Miz and Morrison.
Oh, look at this, lad. Absolute quality. Big
Very
fan
nice.
of that. Big fan of that. Correct. The first match, open the show. Tempest.
Ooh, you're right. I'm going to cross out that. That could have tripped me out. I had written down a pre-show match. Can't be so foolish. I'm going to say Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin from Super Showdown. And I believe a steel cage match.
God, you're right. You're right. That happened this year.
That is the most boring, nothing happening cage match you'll ever see.
It's so bad.
Is that
It
the
is
one
so
where he
bad.
won with the chain on the face?
Right.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Bailey versus Banks at Hell in a Cell.
Very good. Great match.
Great
Criminally
match.
robbed in Family Fortunes. Great match.
Drew versus Randy, Hell in a Cell.
That was also a match. Luke.
Braun versus Goldberg, WrestleMania.
What made you say that? Marvelous. Absolutely. Louis.
Humberto Carrillo versus Angel Garza at Super Showdown.
He's right, you know. he's right, you know. Very good. Tempest.
Murphy and Seth Rollins versus the Street Profits from Super Showdown.
Yeah, very good. You'd love to see it. Pete.
Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, WrestleMania.
Yep, absolutely. Opening match of night 2. Very good.
Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt in a swamp fight at the horror show at Extreme Rules.
Yes, sir. Oofta doofta. Luke.
Brock versus Drew from WrestleMania.
Very good. The penultimate match on the WrestleMania card. I am not accepting Big Show versus Drew McIntyre. Fuck that bollocks.
Bobby Lashley versus R-Truth from, I believe, Money in the Bank.
Very good. Very good. Nonsense. Tempest.
I'm going to say Bailey versus Naomi from Super Showdown.
Super Showdown is done and dusted. There are no more matches available on Super Showdown.
Genuinely love that finish. It was a
Oh,
good
wrapping her in the shirt. Yeah,
Mm.
decent. Pete.
Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt at Money in the Bank.
Very good. Possibly the greatest wrestling match to involve puppets ever. We go. Money in the Bank. Done. Ollie.
How's this one for one that happened this year? Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler.
You know what?
Actually, really good.
Match. Really good.
Yeah. The stipulation made sense. The match was good.
The finish was fucking blinding. The kip up into the Claymore. Gorgeous.
I don't like Dolph Ziggler, but I really like that match.
Yeah,
Right.
like Ziggler's good, man. It's just his character is the worst. Andy, how you doing?
Yeah.
Very good.
Nice.
All right. Who's next?
You have no power here.
There's Luke in it.
Luke.
Nia and Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and a mystery partner.
Who could it be? Louis.
Bailey
Yep.
versus Lacey Evans versus Naomi versus Sasha Banks versus Tamina at WrestleMania.
Okay. This is Lacey, Naomi. So, yeah, you are absolutely right. Fatal 5-way elimination match. Very well done. All right. Tempest.
Oh, what have we got?
There's still lots.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Braun Strowman.
What a
at,
match!
Elimination Chamber.
What a great match. Love the IC title. Pete.
Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens, WrestleMania.
Very good.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All these
Great
treasure
match, that.
memories of 2020.
That big old dive that KO did off the WrestleMania sign, that was great.
Bless him.
I remember Ollie's reaction where he was like, "This is shit. They've just done a DQ at WrestleMania." And he was like, "Oh no, we'll restart it." He was like, "Oh, that wasn't that bad."
Yeah. That was good booking. Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles, TLC.
Yep. In a TLC match.
Drew versus Randy, SummerSlam.
Yep. It just makes me laugh. Title, lads, do it there.
A match I really like: Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak from.
Oh, that was going to be my next one.
Very good. Tempest.
Would
you like to mention?
Well, since you asked, I'll go with Street Profits versus Rollins and Murphy from Elimination Chamber.
Very good. Love the way you play. Peter.
Men's Elimination Chamber match for the Universal Championship match at WrestleMania. Did that not happen? Am I just imagining things?
Wasn't a thing.
2 points to Pete. All right. Now it's Ollie.
Sasha Banks versus Carmella, TLC.
Hang on a second. Boop. Yep, Sasha Banks versus Carmella. Absolutely. The untouchable Carmella. Love that gimmick. It's really good. And Luke.
Roman versus Kevin Owens, TLC.
Oh, that's what we're doing, is it? Very good. Louis.
Aleister Black versus AJ Styles, Elimination Chamber.
What a match. Genuinely great match.
Get the fuck out. That didn't happen.
That was the one where Undertaker teleported in and the lights came up and he was holding the club and he was just going.
And then do you remember when people thought it was going to lead to a tag match at WrestleMania where Undertaker and Aleister Black would do a little nod to each other and he would put him over?
No, it didn't happen.
No.
Black wrestled a Matt Classic with Bubbles instead.
But it has never happened before, so there was no more fitting place to have it.
Good point. Once in a lifetime. Tempest.
Gonna go with Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo to finish off Elimination Chamber.
Good. Love to see it. All right, Ollie.
New Day versus Hurt Business.
Yes, it was the New Day versus the Hurt Business. The New Day versus the Hurt Business.
Hey, man, who cares?
Well, I can't argue with that. All right, Luke.
Elias versus Jeff Hardy, Hell in a Cell.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, you're absolutely right, of course. There you go. Right.
Asuka versus Bailey, Clash of Champions.
Asuka versus Bailey. Asuka versus Bailey, Clash of Champions.
It happened.
It happened, yeah.
Hang on a second. Oh no, you're right. I wasn't scrolled down. I saw a different match. Hang on, let me just. But no, you are absolutely right.
Yeah, because Nikki Cross was supposed to be at the show, I think, and pulled out.
You are absolutely right. Forgive me. I saw the first mention of Asuka, spoilers, and I freaked out a little. Tempest.
For the sake of getting rid of Hell in a Cell, I'm going to say Bobby Lashley versus Slapjack.
Very, very good. A pay-per-view match. Right, Ollie.
Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt, SummerSlam.
Yes, of course. Technically, I'll give it to you.
I'll go as me.
Yeah, it's you.
Actually, I'm going to change my mind on that. Actually, Asuka versus Nia Jax Backlash.
It was indeed at Backlash. Very good. Just so you know, if you get the if you do get the pay-per-view wrong, like it's I think it's fine. I don't know. Maybe not, because like I don't know. What do you want to agree the rule on? If you get the pay-per-view wrong, do you want to be eliminated?
I think you got to have the pay-per-view.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was a Backlash. Louis.
Asuka versus Sasha Banks at Clash of Champions.
Haha, you're out. That didn't happen. Anyone but Nugget.
He did work himself into a shoot. I'm afraid Asuka did not wrestle Sasha. What was it, Bailey? No, Sasha Banks at Clash of Champions. You are thinking of a different pay-per-view, I'm afraid, Louis. So 4 points to Louis there. Ollie.
Drew McIntyre.
No, sorry, Tempest. Sorry, Tempest. Tempest.
Yes. Don't worry, Ollie. I won't take your answer. You can still have it. I'm gonna say Asuka versus Zelina Vega from Clash of Champions.
That was indeed the right answer. A little salt in the wound there from Tempest. Ollie.
You smashed
Drew versus Randy Clash of Champions.
Well, yeah, of course. Like 4 months straight. Luke.
Drew versus Seth Backlash.
Nope.
Was it not Backlash?
Nope.
So that is 6 points to Luke. It was at Money in the Bank.
All right.
Was Drew versus Seth. I'm going to take it off the board, though.
There's no way I'm winning. There's no way I'm getting 10 points.
No, believe in yourself, Ollie.
Do you just want to do the bit in the New Japan match where you start doing increasingly fast slaps back and forth?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So basically, Ollie, so if you want to do this gimmick, absolutely. But your ability to go to bed is now in your own hands.
I know. Okay.
All right, Tempest first, because he is after Luke, technically.
Right. Well, we don't actually. Hang on. I'm going to say Bailey versus Tamina from Money in the Bank to finish off that pay-per-view.
Very good.
Roman versus Bray versus Braun Payback.
Very, very good. Yep.
Matt Riddle versus Corbin Payback.
2 seconds. Yes, indeed.
Keith Lee versus Randy Orton Payback.
Yes.
Big E versus Sheamus Payback.
Yes.
Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn. SummerSlam.
Oh,
that's a shame.
Champions. Very, very good, though, Ollie. So that's 8 points. Tempest, you need to give me just one more match that happened in 2020. And maybe if you haven't been mentioned, your favorite match, or make it significant, I suppose. But one more match from 2020 and you will get the 10 points.
I really should have saved Bobby Lashley and Slapjack for this one. Let's take, what do we have left? It doesn't really matter. But you know what? This should have gotten more attention. I'll say Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville from SummerSlam.
Hey, very good. Loser leaves WWE. 10 points to Tempest, which means, let me just welcome back the boys.
Well done, everyone.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Very well done.
Well done, Andy, especially.
Oh, yeah. That was...
Well done, Tempest.
In this, the big fat QuizzleMania of the year, the final scores are as follows. In last place, with 25 points, it's Pete. Yes, Pete. Yes, Pete.
Thank you.
In third place, in fifth place, with 38, it's Mr. Davis, holding the only gold that matters, of course. In fourth place with 48, it's lukewarm Luke Owen. In third place with 54, it's Randy Andy Datson having an absolute shocker in the final round.
Honestly, still genuinely cannot believe it.
Doing a Hulk Hogan sign to the crowd and then tripping
Can
over
you
the
believe it?
shoelaces. In second place with 56, very respectable score, Louis Dangle. Very well done, sir. And in first place with 72, and still your reigning, defending QuizzleMania champion of this, the Big Fat QuizzleMania of 2020, it's Tempest. Congratulations, sir. Ollie, go to bed immediately. Pete, go to bed immediately because you're also
Bye, everyone.
doing the news.
If anyone else desperately needs to go to bed, do, but I'm going to jump straight into the super chats. Thank you so much for watching Big Fat QuizzleMania of the year, everybody. We love you dearly.
Merry Christmas, Quizzle
Merry
fam.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Good night, everyone. See you later.
Bye, Pete.
Bye, Pete. Love you.
Adam.
Bye. Okay.
This was the conversation Pete and I had after Pete left, got knocked out.
I am doing a celebratory shot.
Well done, mate.
Very, very nice.
That was very, very good.
If I had to lose to anyone, I am happy it was to you.
Honestly, I still cannot believe I did that. It was the confidence that I approached my answer with, and then went, "I got this, guys."
I'm going to echo what Louis said as well. I'm going to echo what Louis said, which is that we all went, "Yeah, that's happening this Sunday."
We're all just like,
so many times already.
Because normally you see a bit like someone go, "Oh no!" None of us. We're all just like, "Yep, moving on."
Yep. Go on. Yep.
Adam, when I was out, I had a bit of time to do some work, and you know the what's in a name where you had to guess the wrestlers' real names. I noticed that the first initials of the wrestling names of everyone is an anagram of "Kiss the Boobs."
Kick him.
Very good data. Thank you very much.
Oh, he is good, isn't he? Yes, so good.
He's good. He's such good value. Is Randy?
Andy, in school, did you write 8008 on the calculator?
I had a whole story to make it boobless.
Yeah, I was about to say there is a story you can tell, isn't it, where she does the cartwheel upside down and she was boobless.
Yeah.
I totally missed whatever you guys were just talking about. I had to switch my headphones. And
Andrew drew tits on his calculator.
Tempest, it was about something that happened in the past that Luke remembered. It was every conversation I've ever had with Luke Owen.
You wrote boobies on a calculator.
Yes. I did write boobies on a calculator.
Right.
You can also do boobless.
It's time for Ultra Chats. Are you ready?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you, everyone, for watching Big Fat QuizzleMania of the year. Lots of fun. We got $5 here from Nugget Cheats saying, "Is Nugget cheating? Looking at another screen." We've got John Molden saying, "Hey everyone, this year has been someone donated $5 to Wrestle Talk just to say that, Louis. So you should feel flattered."
They can go fuck themselves. Quite frankly.
You heard it here first. There's an exclusive for you, Nugget Cheats. Hey everyone, this year has been one of the toughest years of my life. Absolutely. And I just wanted to thank all of you for everything you've done this year. You've helped me during my lowest point, and I will say it again. It's nice to have you back on, Adam. Oh, thank you very much, mate. And honestly, QuizzleMania is very, very silly. It's very dumb. But I like the number of messages we've had saying it's been something for people to look forward to. That means a lot. It means everything. Thank you so much. It's why we keep doing it.
On that note, I know we thanked Jenna earlier, but thanks to Adam, because these quizzes don't happen without Adam.
The one that Luke did happened without me, and also most of the fan QuizzleManias.
But I wasn't on that, so it doesn't count.
It also a shambles.
Thank you, Adam, for obviously putting in the work for the quizzes.
You're very welcome. It's a lot of fun to do. It barely can be classed as a job. Harriet Mangirl says, "Hey guys, I know I've said it many times, but thank you so much for making these quizzes. They've been a highlight of my week, and I've loved switching off from the world to watch. Happy holidays and happy new year to you all. Don't forget to jam that jam." Blompier is the best, has donated us $10 saying, "Hey guys, love the show. Who do you think should be the first to kick out of Omega's one-winged angel? I think Ibushi, and then that would be the downfall of Omega as he struggles to hit it against anyone else. Jam that jam, and congrats on the book, Adam." Oh, thank you very much, mate. I mean, Hangman Page for me.
As is pointed out several times, Ibushi has already kicked out of the one-winged angel.
Yeah, it happened at that weird, it didn't happen at that kind of a super show that they did.
DDT. Yeah.
It was a DDT. So it already has happened, but everyone has sort of pretend that it hasn't happened. So the story will be much nicer when he actually, when someone else does.
Who do you think it should be? Anyone? Hangman Page.
I think it should be Okada in their eventual fifth match.
Yeah, if it's not Page, then I want it to be Ibushi.
Again. The thing is, unless one of them is signed to AEW, it doesn't make sense for that to happen. Unless they're working for the same promotion, it makes more sense for it to be someone for the same promotion rather than a thing on a super show.
Yeah, I mean, he'll want to give that moment to AEW for sure.
even if it could be like an AEW partnership thing. Who knows? It depends what the what. Yes.
So, sorry, just a quick update. Adam Pearson has reminded me what the boobless thing was on a calculator. If you've got a calculator to hand, an old digital one, it is there was a girl, she was 13, her bra size was 84 when it should have been 45. The doctor said, oh, take these pills 2 times a day. She took them 4 times a day, and which did a cartwheel upside down. She was boobless. Thank you.
Well, that was much more convoluted than what I thought you were talking about.
And that is why I did very bad at maths in school.
Just staring at your calculator, just like nodding at it.
And they go like, hey, mate, have you seen this? There was a girl, she was 13.
DJ Ferg says, hey guys, Jam That Jam. Me and my girlfriend just had our 1-year anniversary. Brittany loves you guys and watches along with me every morning. Can we get a happy anniversary, Brittany and DJ from y'all? Please make this good because it's part of my gift. There, absolutely. We'll all go around and say it once individually. Happy anniversary, Brittany and DJ. Tempest.
Happy anniversary, Brittany and DJ.
Luke.
Happy anniversary, Brittany and DJ.
Andy.
Happy anniversary. It's Brittany, bitch, and DJ.
And Louis.
Happy anniversary, Brittany and DJ.
It's just the most sullen.
Have a night, I suppose.
Clinton Davis says, thank you all. This year has been dog shit, but you all made it better. Luke and Sean gave us feud of the year. Mr. Davis gave us a reason to hate. Nugget ate KFC. Tempest checked some facts. Then everyone else into the boards. I love you guys. Thank you. Love you too. Mickey says, question for Tempest. Since you've talked about Toronto many times, here we go. And my favorite thing after wrestling is hockey. I have to ask this. How many more years will it take for Toronto Maple Leafs to win the Stanley Cup?
All of them. Yeah, that's as good an answer as you're probably going to get. If it doesn't happen in the next like 2 or 3 years, it'll never happen. It'll never happen.
Quicker than a deer, faster than a buck. The best thing to hit Toronto is the Maple Leafs suck. Josh Razauskas says, Merry early Christmas, boys. Thanks again for everything this year. Love you all. Wavy Davey says, can't say thank you to you guys enough. Was off ill from work for 4 months this year, and QuizzleMania helped me to laugh when I really shouldn't have been able to. Looking forward to getting a Jam That Jam tattoo at some point next year. Thanks, everyone. Thank you very much for donating. And honestly, thank you to the people who legit got Jam That Jam tattoos. There's at least 2 of you out there, and your credits to the human race. Stevie T says, firstly, a fact, despite his poor record, Pete actually came second in the very first QuizzleMania. Secondly, what are all of your favorite Quizzle moments? My top 3 are in line for who's Chinese? How many rounds are there? And who's the third Uso? What a classic moment we didn't mention. Yeah. That definitely has to be in the best of QuizzleMania.
Do you know what gets unsung about that? Because we have the third Uso, but my favorite moment from that is actually from Mega Ran, who points out that Wale put himself on New Day's side and not in the center, because he's going through. He's like, there's Woods, there's Kofi, there's me, and there's Biggie with the pancakes.
Oh, yeah. Absolute legend. Brandon says, Merry Christmas from Washington, D.C. Thanks for all the quizzes. It has motivated me to host my own quizzes. What are your favorite game shows? For me, it's Jeopardy in the US and a toss-up between Only Connect, Pointless, and Countdown in the UK. Favorite game shows? I mean, nothing beats the Cube, does it? Just a.
Oh, I don't like the Cube.
Oh, it's so silly. I love it so much. Just absolute generation game nonsense and like the hyper reality.
No, I know it's not I don't like it. I just think, like you say, it's very silly. And they can kind of go, catch this ball for £10 million. Like, what? Why can't I be on this? I can catch a ball.
They never do, though. They never catch the ball because the pressure gets
14 lives.
Weakest Link's pretty good. I like
Weakest Link's a classic.
It was about 15 years ago.
The best game show of all time is either, of course, Games Master, or of course, the Crystal Maze, but original Crystal Maze.
Yeah, I was going to say Games Master. If you want to call it a game show, I mean, I do in my podcast. Yeah,
which podcast that, mate?
Oh, that's under consultation. If you search for Games Master in podcast feeds, you're going to find it because we're the only podcast that talks about it. Because it's so niche that very few people are interested.
So we've got what else? Alan Monson says, "Hey guys, I just want."
Adam, sorry, this is a comment. This is going to wind you up. Golden Balls is top tier.
Not, it's not. It's not. It's very It's very. No, it's not. No, it isn't. Like, mechanically,
You're thinking about that episode where she took the money, aren't you?
I just don't get me wrong. Like, it's got all the elements of social deduction that I like, of just like looking someone in the eyes and promising them the world, and then kicking their dreams to death. Absolutely fantastic. But it's nonsense in terms of crowd. Oh, no, never mind. Alan Monson says, "Hey guys,
any family ones are quite good because you see the one family member get it wrong, and the other family members just look at them like, "You fucked up. You're gonna get it in the car when we get home."
That's what I was just about to say. The best game shows are the one where you can identify the argument in the car on the way home.
Yeah, it's like when someone says something and then the other family members just look at him like.
No one argues on Family Feud in America. Even if they do the worst answer ever, they all just start clapping anyway.
That's what's happening with Pete and Ollie now. With the
just riding home in the Corsa, livid he is.
Little Fiat Panda being like,
No, they've got one of those motorbikes with a little cart on the side. Pete's in the little cart, and Ollie's on the motorbike.
Alan Monson says, "Hey guys, just want to wish everyone happy holidays. Big thank you for keeping us entertained through 2020. Hopefully 2021 is a better and brighter time for everyone. Also rooting for Tempest to retain and win tonight. Well, your wish is granted. Hashtag JTJ, hashtag Team Tempest." Zachary McKinley says, "It is meant in the nicest way, but Adam right now looks like Cody Rhodes if he was a grandson of a Tory instead of a plumber."
Oh,
wow.
That's
Stop
very
laughing, Luke.
That's very good.
That is
Luke,
very
stop
funny.
laughing. It's not funny. It's not.
It is a bit though, isn't it?
Not funny.
That's
Stop
Honestly,
laughing.
that favorite super chat is Ollie with the panini maker. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Wreck me. It's such a brutal, accurate, and savage summation of everything that Ollie is.
It was the time when Luke and that wasn't it when Laurie when they were doing the challenges for whatever pay-per-view it was, and it was like slap yourself with something, and Ollie got out veal.
Mm-hmm. and salmon
salmon. And Luke got a bag.
It's good to own a business, isn't it? Sadie Lady 59 says, Tempest, he's our man. If he can't win this, I know Andy Probs will. He's a good dude. Looking dapper as always, boys. Also, the best QuizzleMania moment is obviously when Pete came up with Jam That Jam. Fucking, you're absolutely right. Thanks, Pete. Thank you, Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Pete. The Adnap 2 says, "Are the Good Brothers the key to getting Kenny Omega on QuizzleMania in 2021? Merry Christmas." I mean, like right now, if you like, PR departments doesn't matter. Like, we could get anyone from wrestling on QuizzleMania. Any one person. Who would you like?
Xavier Woods.
Very good. Not Raven.
Raven would have a miserable time. He would lose clue what's going on.
I'd probably go Big E.
Big E would also be a laugh. Let's get the whole New Day on. Why not?
Yeah, I'd probably go John Cena because he's a big enough. He's a massive star that it'd probably be very good for numbers.
I want to say,
but he's also going to have fun.
He would have fun.
Honestly, the best of the Beatles.
New Day have been on Good Mythical Morning, so they're clearly allowed to be on other things.
Ziggler has as well, yeah.
And Becky Lynch.
Can we get a few more million subs, and then we'll see what happens?
Yeah.
I make a few lists about people who are like wrestlers that have seduced your dad, and we'll get there.
Oh, that's an accurate burn. Can't even be mad about it. Definitely. Yeah. Everyone should go and rewatch that list. Anyway, Fake Haiku says, Luke and Ollie, do you have any update? Tempest, go on. Sorry, darling.
Well, I wanted to pitch someone that I don't know maybe would come on the show. Not a wrestler per se, but Rooster Teeth just signed up to do a partnership with AEW.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah,
they're doing a podcast. Scorpio Sky and James Willems are doing a podcast together. under the Rooster Teeth banner, and I'm a fan of theirs. And I think if James Willems wanted to come on here, I know he's a massive wrestling fan and a swell fellow. I think that would be really cool.
Oh, the comment have had an absolute dream spot. MJF, absolute shout.
Oh yeah, he can call me a chav.
He could call me a chav. A shitty British dude as well. Keith Lee's up there. Keith Lee is really up there.
My heart.
Oh.
Hi, Alex. But
so we can tell him that I forgot his name and then shouted "fuck."
I want to thank you for that. I haven't heard the name Rooster Teeth since I was at school. Like when they used to do those the Halo series.
Yeah, Red versus Blue.
Yeah, Red versus Blue. Like I haven't seen those since like we used to like get the bootleg DVDs of them.
Is that the one that Gavin Free works for? Or
Yes,
used
it
to
is.
work for?
We're,
Still there.
lad, we're now just having a chat. We have to
The
move.
correct answer is No Way Jose, by the way.
Okay. He's coming back. Fake
Scheduling
Haiku.
conflict.
Fake Haiku says, don't expose the business. Luke and Ollie, do you have any update on when Coke Santa gets his tryout in Crap Gimmick Wrestling Performance Center? He's been waiting for 2 years now, and he's still ready to take huge bumps for you.
Yeah, no, I mean, Crap Gimmicks was retired quite some time ago, so yeah, still going to be waiting, I'm afraid.
Tatoti says, what's up, guys? What's up?
Hello.
Go, Mr. Davis, you got this. Have you guys watched the Big Show show? Am I the only one that's been enjoying it? Jam that jam. Big time. Oh, hang on a second. I've got to do big time.
No.
Hang on a second. I've got to do big time. There we go. I have not seen the Big Show show because I only have so many minutes alive until I die. And I'm not donating them to the Big Show show. Can't make me.
Not even for a Christmas special.
The other Tempest says, I'm 30 minutes behind, but I guess it still counts as watching it live. Lol, let's go Team Tempest. Spencer V says, hey boys, love these quizzes. Question, do you think the Royal Rumble is a health hazard as far as COVID is concerned? Also, who should win it this year? I want it to be Keith Lee from the #1 spot, #JTJ, and yes, please. Like, I am kind of the opinion that they should cancel the Royal Rumble. It's my favorite pay-per-view of the year. Unless they literally get all 60 people, test them, and then hold them up in separate hotel rooms for 10 days. Don't do it. 60 people in the same fucking ring, coughing all over the same. Like, don't do it. No point.
Yeah,
Get everyone vaccinated and then do it. You don't have to do it in January. It's fine. It's wrestling.
You do have to do it in January, and it is happening.
I know it will happen. Just don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas isn't important either. It's fine.
Elimination Chamber is the safest match of the year because they're all in their separate pods.
Like, I don't get to see my family this Christmas. That's okay. Christmas isn't the be all and end all. Be safe. Zach Robinson says, Merry Quizmas, everyone. Thank you to all who've been involved with QuizzleMania this year. You're all wonderful people and have done more than you ever could know towards making 2020 that little bit brighter. Jam that motherfucking jam. # Blair for QuizzleMania. We've had a couple of people suggesting Blair for QuizzleMania. I cannot name a worse time that Blair would have. She knows nothing about wrestling. She would have a miserable time.
It is amazing how everyone just sort of assumes because she's a friend
all of our friends.
She's also a wrestling fan, and I'm like, no, absolutely not.
One of the reasons why Blair and I are good friends is she doesn't watch wrestling.
We might
She
be
likes
talking about former WWE Prime Minister, former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair.
You would probably have a better time than Blair, just because he's been alive longer and would probably remember the time that Bret Hart came to the UK. Would probably remember that.
I'm sure he's a massive fan.
Avid wrestling fan, I've heard.
The ass in Cerebral Assassin with Tempest absolute domination of QuizzleMania. May I humbly suggest that he change his finisher to the Brain Maker when he returns to the ring. Speaking of finishers, what does everyone think is the best looking finisher ever, Cobra aside? F5, I think. Best looking, certainly.
Best looking.
The way people sell the F5 pisses me off. You gotta sell it flat. Not enough people sell it flat.
Like, that's the thing, is like, it's a shit match, but Ricochet knows how to sell the F5. It's a beautiful sell. Anyone else have an update?
I said the Eclipse. Just think it looks awesome. Yeah, no, I agree with the F5 thing. So many people land on their arm or their side, and it just doesn't look good.
Or the Big Show taking a flat back bump for it.
To be fair, the Big Show's a big boy.
He is a big boy. He is a big boy. He's had his KFC. Tundra Wolf Gaming, Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Rich Swann and Motor City Machine Guns is a match I didn't know I needed. What is an AEW Impact match you would like to see? Mine is Tennille Dashwood versus Britt Baker. That's a lovely match. Yeah, for me, it's still Good Brothers versus Young Bucks, please.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Anyone else have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Huh. Yeah, no, those sound fun. I'm sure we'll get a Rich Swann Kenny Omega singles match, but that sounds fun to me.
I'd be quite into seeing Sammy Callahan versus Eddie Kingston, I suppose.
Ooh. Sammy Callahan and Jon Moxley.
Oh,
yeah. I think I think the Good Brothers are on Dynamite tonight.
Yep, I think so too. They've heavily teased it on Twitter, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. They're like, who knows what happens in Jacksonville? Wink.
Damn, I mean, that my prediction is less impressive.
The fact that they've teased it makes me think it's not happening.
Yeah, that's wrestling for you. James D'Souza says, thank you for helping me through a hard time. I do love you all, and we love you too. AJ James says, hey guys, thank you for making 2020 better. I've been watching Wrestle Talk since 2016. I've been watching Adam since 2015 back in What Culture. And I want to say thank you, Adam, for the amazing videos over the years because they helped me through tough times. You're very welcome, and thank you so much for watching for so long. Hoogly Boogly says, what was that, sorry?
I just said thank you.
Oh, no, thank you, Luke.
No, thank you, Adam.
No,
thank you, Tempest.
Hey, Adam, do you know what? Thank you, mate.
Thank you. Thank you, Raven.
Oh. Thanks, Adam.
That's how Raven would sound.
Thank you, Adam. Your mark.
Quote the Raven. Thanks, Adam. Hoogly Boogly says, happy holidays, Wrestle Talk. Loving everything you'll do. You guys are really the only reason I'm still into wrestling because holy hell, it's been a bit shite this year. Keep up the amazing work and jam that jam. John Mendes says, hello, everyone. I definitely had to catch this one. Jam that jam. Also have a poem. Roses are red. Becky Lynch is the man. See Shawn Michaels. Just kick Stan. Delightful. Brian Doyle says, hey guys, hope you're all doing well. I saw in the Raw review that you mentioned when talking about Fakador that a ceiling in your studio collapsed because of pigeons. Any chance you could tell us more? Also, what's everyone's favorite Christmas song?
So here's what happened. In our old studio, we had, sort of air vents and stuff like that, right? Some pigeons got in there, got trapped, died. But while they were dying, were also shitting a lot. And so they did lots of shit, and then more pigeons got stuck. They also did shit, and then they also died. And then after a while, there were so many dead pigeons and so much dead pigeon shit that the ceiling fell in.
Jesus Christ!
Had people come out and they just kept saying, "We can't get in there. The pigeons can get in there, but we can't." And we don't know who legally has who owns the access to it. It was in the back half of the studio. We just stopped going towards that bit. I came back from holiday and Ollie said, you come with me, you've got to see this. And through the glass door, you can see into the old studio was just this ceiling that had fallen in and pigeons that were starting to migrate and starting to move towards into the studio. And we were told, don't worry, the pigeons won't be confident enough to go down to the floor yet. 2 days later, they start getting down onto the floor. So then we had to get the place fumigated, right? Because pigeon shit's a bit dangerous and all that. And the team that was sort of fumigating out had a space heater and they were sort of doing their bits and bobs. One of the pigeons fell onto the space heater and caught on fire, and that was overnight because they'd left the space heater on overnight. So all the power had to be killed because they had to hose it down and everything, and that is why we had to leave that studio.
Quote the pigeon. Fuck Wrestle Talk.
Oh, I feel like I've lost 5 pounds.
Rumor has it the pigeons were sent by Cultaholic. That's what I've heard.
It was quite a few months.
It's the greatest story ever told.
And the best Christmas song is Fairy Tale of New York, and there is no question about it.
No sell the story.
No, I've heard it 8 times. I've been here for longer than you.
I've heard it about 5, and it's always so funny.
I think It's the most wonderful time. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Very Tale of New York is a close second.
Yeah, the waitresses. My wife absolutely hates it because she said it sounds like someone is poking you in the chest while they sing it. Good. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. But I think I'll miss this one this year.
That's good. I like that.
And to prove a point, she does it to me every time it comes on the radio. She goes, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Cute. Matt Hirsch says some quizzy nominations: Tempest for Breakout Star, Nugget and Colonel Sanders for Best Tag Team, Ollie and QuizzleMania. Ollie for QuizzleMania's favorite Tory. Whew, I mean, it's an honor to be nominated, but never mind. Maybe next year. Randy's Journey to Fatherhood for Best Storyline. Thank you for the laughs. Mantar says, "How dare you forget me, Ollie?" Richard Cranium says, "Any bold predictions for the wrestling world in 2021?"
I won't do them here because we have a special video that we do at the start of every year, which is our wild predictions for 2021. So I'm going to hold all mine off until we do that video.
I think QuizzleMania will come back next year.
Bold.
Nice.
I think
yes,
that New Japan and AEW will not work together.
Then I'll say AEW and New Japan will work together. So only one of us can be right.
Bold.
And knowing how QuizzleMania goes, it will probably be you.
Aww.
And my bold prediction is that WrestleMania will be the first show back with a full crowd, even though it shouldn't be. That's my bold prediction, I guess. And it'll massively. Oh, what?
No, sorry. There's just someone who's just come into the chat who I went to school with.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. I just saw a pop them up. They just said like, "Oh, I went the other wrestling fan from Deanfield." I was like, "Oh, hi, Tom."
Yeah, how are their grandkids doing?
Ooh.
It was a long time ago.
I love you, Luke. I'm sorry. That was me.
It's okay, man. I finished school in the early 2000s. It's okay.
Damn, Tempest. Damn. The success of yours. It's gone to your head. Chris Hutchinson says, "I love all the storylines that were just in the start of this stream. The only thing I love as much are your shameless plugs. Ollie, have you heard of a good VPN? I'm also very glad that my guilty pleasure question from the previous old chat was used as a question on the last tag team QuizzleMania. Luke, I absolutely loved your Uno video.
Thanks, mate.
Very, very good video. That. Lastly, I will not say hashtag SRS still sucks because it's Christmas time. I actually am subscribed to Fightful on YouTube. Just don't tell SRS. Mr. Davies will win. Merry Christmas." Vomito Caliente says, "Tempest, you are the smartest and most beautiful person in the world. Weekly reminder of how much I love Tempest."
You don't know what I look like.
Oh,
there's a reason he wears that.
This, he's had one shot and he's suddenly incredibly surly. You don't know me. Fuck you.
Well, I mean, you can say I'm smart. That's fine, but I don't know that you can say that I'm beautiful. I believe it, but you don't know that for sure.
Harnish Derek says, "Greetings, y'all. Merry holidays. Besides Garza, Cesaro, Gable, Carmella, and Royce, who would you have included in your list of underutilized wrestlers in WWE?"
Keith Lee.
Yeah, I mean, how long have you got? Harvey! Hairy son. Hairy son. Hello.
Furry baby.
He's a furry
Have you told him you're a loser?
Hello. I didn't win Harvey the quiz.
Hello.
Oh.
Doesn't want to look at you.
He's so disappointed.
Oh,
surely it's bedtime.
Great dog, though. Such a great dog.
I love how whenever you're done with Harvey, you just chuck him on your bed. See you later. Okay, Andra. Anyone want to say an underutilized wrestler before we move on?
Oh, it's all of them, isn't it?
It's all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Andrade wasn't mentioned. Andrade.
Grand Metal.
Liv Morgan.
Andra says, "For Be Our Guest, I want the Good Brothers asking, including all former QuizzleManias, how many rounds were there? By the way, I love what you've done this year for us, guys. You're all MVPs. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you." Luther Nass has given us $50 saying, "Hey, guys, just had my wisdom teeth out on Monday, leaving me home with lots of time to think. I've been super depressed this year, but you all have helped me keep going. Thank you all for being so lovely and great people. Keeps me in love with wrestling. You are very, very welcome. Thank you so much." Micah 2K16 says, "Wow, the posh guy who really likes wrestling." Just a posh guy who likes wrestling. Thank you. So is a blonde again. Insane throwback, I know. In kayfabe terms, is Don Callis a warlock or psychic? How would he be able to plan something 27 years in the future? Why would he turn on Kenny in 2018? DAH Train, the H Train 24 says, I recently lost my father a year and a day after my little brother. He would have been 26 today. You guys have no idea how important you are to us, the SWAF Nation. Thank you very much, mate. We don't take it lightly for sure. Little drummer Peart, it says, Obi-Wan. Hello there. Work has been so dead that me and some co-workers have actually started playing board games on the off chance. Recently, it was Shut the Box. Thank you so much for all the laughs this year. Hopeful for 2021. Is it Xavier Woods? The Murphy says, hi all. Just want to say I'm loving Phenomenerds. Thank you. Been put in charge of games this Christmas and using the collection starters to avoid the Monopoly chasm. Yes, never play Monopoly again. Lewis, thank you. Louis, thank you as an Arsenal fan for Liverpool beating Tottenham.
Yeah, so the game was on today, and I knew we scored because I could feel my floor shaking as my brothers, who are also in the house, were shouting yes. So I was like, okay, it's gone well. But yeah,
I didn't know what the score was until I got kicked out, and I was like, oh, nice.
Cyclone says, this year's been pretty fecking shite. However, QuizzleMania parts were known for Phenomenerds Warcaster. Shout out to Warcaster. Give him a subscribe. And the entirety of Wrestle Talk has absolutely lifted my spirits. I love all of you lads for making Wednesday bloody good. Have a great Christmas. You have a bloody great Christmas, Cyclone. One of the first ever patrons back when No Rolls Barred was the Parts Fun known patron. Has been with us the entire time. Bloody love Cyclone. Thank you, mate. Alexander Renaissance says, hello, boys. Happy holidays. Love everything you do, especially this year. My question is to everyone. What wrestling item would you most want in the world? Hope you all stay warm and give me a yes, please. Honestly, the Hulk Hogan war bonnet that he wore for 2 months in 1988 because it looked fucking daft. Anyone else have an advance?
Brian wants Brandy Rhodes.
Even signed pants, Luke.
Yeah, I'd possibly take it.
Or are we paying for this?
Specifically, a Raven signed Dinosaur Jr. T-shirt. That is what I would specifically like.
Ooh.
Are we paying for this, or is it free?
Wrestle Talk's paying for it.
That case, I'll have the Rock.
The Rock
signed. Yeah, no, The Rock.
Cool.
The Rock signed something and then sell it.
Yeah. No, Louis, that's exactly what I was going to say. What's the most expensive thing you can think of? Then I'll just sell it.
What is that, Tempest?
It's a rock. Here you go, Louis.
Very good. I am not an owl, says thank you for all the content this year. Hope to see you all back soon. Lesson Casey says, looking good, plumps. Thank you guys for all the awesome work you do. I hope you and all the rest of Talk Elite have a great Christmas and a better 21 than 20. Come on, Danger. You got this. Jam that jam. Harrison Earl says, so Louis eats Waitrose Rapid. Tory Davis, middle class vortex, knows no bounds. What's next? Pete declines the COVID vaccine.
Jesus.
I'm so happy to have Ollie around to take all the Tory heat from me. I didn't have that at What Culture. I was the Tory magnet. Also, Adam, Phenomenerds is extremely good. The Ungame video is one of the best I've seen on YouTube this year. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much. The Ungame video.
Really good. Yeah,
great game as well. Nikki Nick says, will QuizzleMania continue after COVID? Yes, I believe that is the current plan. I sincerely hope so, as it's generally my favorite thing on YouTube. So funny. Froreza says, thank you for the much needed levity during these dark times. Love the show, this big show, clinging to a casket for dear life while being slowly dragged through a cemetery by Big Boss Man. Excellent. Wells says, Ollie won't be here to see this. Adam, the people demand us as a future list. 10 female wrestlers that seduced your mom. I'm working on it. I've cracked the secrets to big business. Like a Glove says, Merry Crimbles. Let's see how fast Adam tries to read this. Love everything you do at PFK and Phenomenerds. Thank you. Love heart emoji. P.S. Andy Datson is a glorious human being. Datson ensures it will be a white Christmas. What does that mean? Shout out to Alina Lopez. That's what that means.
That's what he means.
Andy, when did you become the patron saint of porn?
So we were at drafts And we
No,
were
not on my premises.
No, it
No,
wasn't
not
it
drop.
was four quarters.
Four quarters. And we were playing a game which was like, it's like betcha. Like, I bet I can name 12 blah blahs in 30 seconds. And then someone said, oh, I can name 10 porn stars in 30 seconds. And I said, I reckon I can do 20. And I think I did it with time to spare. And then everyone was like, wow, that was weird.
Well, no, the reason why we said
They
it was
were
weird
all
is
blokes.
you named 20 male porn stars.
No. I only named 10 male porn stars.
They were all male. I'm pretty certain.
Genuinely, I don't think I could name 20 male porn stars. 10's my limit.
Excellent.
Good to know.
Asa Dunn. I'm glad to be there for your christening as Mr. Porn. The sort of bend
Adam,
over.
you were there.
I was there. I was
You
there.
were there. Oh, I thought you meant okay. When you were like,
Given-
never mind.
Given that Louis is the only one person who's single, he should be the king of porn right now.
Asa Dunn says, fun fact, the first SmackDown that was cancelled because of the pandemic was originally supposed to take place in Detroit. My friends bought tickets, and man, I've never been so happy to not live in Detroit anymore. Fats Falafel says, I just paid $5 to let everyone know that my notification ringtone is currently Andy Datson singing, holla, holla. Can we get a holla for posterity?
Oh wow, that is great. I'm so pleased that has happened. My girlfriend sent that to her brothers in America and her sisters-in-law to say, this is who I'm dating, and yeah, I'm not sure I'm invited.
Hang on. That was how she broke the news.
No. But like I've spoken and met them before. It's just that this was the oh, by the way, this is his job.
Yes. Can we get a holler, please, for the crowd, Andy?
Holler.
Thank
or would
you.
you like it the way I did it? No, I won't.
Adrian14444 says, did you hear about the Quadenka contrarians in English, says Google, demonstrations in Germany? If not, they are idiots who think COVID doesn't exist and the German government is a fascist regime. What are your opinions on that kind of people? It's depressing. Just listen to the science. Don't be idiots, and don't put other people in danger. Even if you don't, never mind. Gav says, finished work. Yeah, it's just I'm too tired.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Finished work yesterday until the new year, so enjoying QuizzleMania live for the first time. Could Ollie tell me how many rounds there are? There were a lot of rounds this time. The Zorni says, I want to send a lot of love to Louis. It's easy to make fun of him taking it seriously, but on the other hand, we have such good content on the website because he does take it seriously. But I am absolutely Team Tempest for his hat. Love you all.
Yeah. Thank you. That was very sweet.
You're a member of the family, Louis. They'll have to fight us to get to you. Human Palm Tree says, hey, Adam, have you heard of the card game Flux? Fucking hate that game. If so, what do you think of it? I fucking hate it. And if not, please look into it. It's a great multiplayer card game that I was sad not to see on any of your lists, but still loving Phenomenerds. I'm sorry, mate. I loathe it. Played one, it goes on for too long. I'm not an owl. Says, Adam, you have a book ordered. And let me see how many months it takes to ship to Australia. It should actually take not too long because Lulu has a place where it prints in Australia itself. So the shipping shouldn't be crazy. But thank you for ordering my book. Really appreciate it. It's called Serious Stories from a Serious Boy. Check my Twitter for more information. Jack Archer says, ended up watching the whole thing live. Yay! Seriously, just wanted to thank you all. 2020 was an experience and my mental health took a very bad crash. But QuizzleMania, Wrestle Talk Phenomenon, and No Rolls Barred have had a huge part of keeping me sane. God, I can't wait to bring No Rolls Barred back. The H Train 24 says, Luke sucks when Beer 52 is involved. I still love you.
I have no idea what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Beer52.com/wrestle-talk.
Violet Heart 13 says, hey guys, love QuizzleMania ever since I discovered it. Here's to hopefully having another year of quizzing goodness. Also, I really love the new version of That's My Line. We'd love to see that format return for future shows. The Jam One Ryan B Jam says, gaming idea for you gents, similar to your No Rolls Barred show. Why not do a wrestling version of Clue? For example, it could be a GM and so was found attacked in the back, and the answer could be Rick Thunder in the boiler room was still very cute. Benny Boy 004 says, thanks for moving this a week later so I can watch live as I worked last Wednesday evening. You are welcome. And thank you all for helping me stay sane during the original lockdown, as I had something to look forward to each week when I had nothing else to look forward to. Savor the Flavor says, hey guys, massive fan and first time donator. I would ask on Cinemania, but you don't take ultra chats there. My question is for Luke. What do you think of the horror film Hereditary? Personally, I think it's a massive pile of shit, but critics love it.
I think a lot of critics really overpraised it. I think that one critic that said it is this generation's The Exorcist is a bad person, because I didn't like it either. I've seen 20 straight to DVD movies that have got the exact same plot, and it's held up by Toni Collette's brilliant performance. But like at the end, she's so good in it. But like everyone was like, "Oh man, all the stuff at the end, didn't see that coming." I'm like, I did, because I've seen this movie 30 times and I've reviewed all of them on shit straight to DVD movies. I thought it was a big pile of crap, to be honest. However, I thought Midsommar was fucking brilliant.
Oh,
I
gosh,
absolutely
that's a hard
loved
watch.
I
It's
loved
good.
it. Oh,
but-
it's hard, isn't it? Oh, it's a tough watch, but I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
You know what else
Frogman-
is
Go for
brilliant
it.
and you're going to love?
Is it Moneyball?
No, it's Cinemania tomorrow.
It is Cinemania tomorrow.
Boy.
It's a
All,
Christmas
all
movie themed as well.
Yeah.
Yep, Christmas movie themed. I'm very looking forward to it.
Frogman LeBlanc says, Merry Christmas to all the Wrestle Talk family. Thank you for all you've done to entertain us this year. QuizzleMania has become a fortnightly staple for my wife and I. Enjoy the break. Can't wait to see what's in store for next year. Bacon Rasher says, great show, guys. Thanks as always. Question for Mr. Davis. Oh, wait, he's gone to do the news in the morning that comes out at 1 p.m. Thanks for the Beer 52 recommendation. So shady. How much quicker do you think we can get it out? Enjoy. Thanks for Beer 52 recommendation. Been getting them for ages and enjoyed a good few tonight. Jam that peroxide bottle, Adam. Thank you. Nikki Douglas says, thank you guys for these. Please keep doing them in some way, even when COVID-wise. I work for Starbucks and I'm curious, what do you guys drink? Coffee, tea, or otherwise? I drink coffee.
Yeah. Straight black coffee for me. No nonsense involved. I used to drink a latte, but it's too sweet now. So just straight black coffee for me. And when it comes to teas, I'm a Yorkshire tea man if I'm having like a proper brew. But I'm really into my matcha teas at the moment. And that is my tea of choice.
Do you remember my first week in Wrestle Talk where I offended you greatly by giving you a tea with too much milk in it?
It was so much milk though. It was like half a cup of milk.
I felt genuinely really bad for that.
He poured Ollie's tea into your tea.
Sorry, I didn't mean to I don't think it'd be a laugh.
I know.
Out of tea and coffee, I'll have a tea, but only if I'm really, really crashing. But generally, I'm not much of it. I'll have a hot chocolate because I don't really like too much that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I don't really like either, but I'll have a stupid Starbucks drink if I really need one. But that's about it.
A cheeky frap.
Water.
Water. To be fair, like your time will come, Louis. Your
Whiskey.
time will come. Everyone's coffee time comes eventually. Uptown Avondale just gave us $5. Thank you very much. Jorge Martinez says Big E will become Intercontinental Champion and then win the Royal Rumble as a tribute to Pat Patterson. Also, most overrated match in your opinion? I've tried, but Cactus Jack versus Triple H, the Royal Rumble is not my cup of Jack and Coke. Love you all, FTF.
Mate, I appreciate all opinions, but that is fucking wrong.
It's a great
one of my favorite things about Luke, of which there are many, are his reaction faces. He is the greatest reactor since
he's been YouTube trained. That's why.
I don't know if this is
Think of the thumbnails.
I don't know if this is well rated. So many people have it down as a classic match, but I don't know if anyone does nowadays. But Brett versus Sean at Mania 12?
Yes, correct answer.
Yeah,
correct.
Kenny McIntosh told me that match was, and I quote, tedious.
It is.
Yeah. It's been discussed many times, like when I was like working at What Culture, and just like every time you go back and try and watch it, being like, no. So I know a bit more about wrestling now, a bit more about psychology. I'll understand the mastery at work. It's just like, this is so fucking dull.
Like,
yeah,
that match to me had the same problem as the 4-way Iron Man match on NXT a couple of months ago, where it's just the same pace for an hour. Like, it doesn't do this. It doesn't get it really exciting, and then I'll wait a little bit. I'll get really exciting. It's just, it's like
At least that one had a
7.
finish.
Yeah, that's true. It almost didn't.
For me, do you know what? I don't really get on with John Cena matches that much, and John Cena against AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble, I'm just like,
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
I cannot buy into any match that ends with a fucking AA.
I mean, that's understandable.
I hate that move.
Cody
So-
versus Dustin, unfortunately. I've tried to rewatch it. I have
You're
tried so many times to rewatch it. It is good, especially recently. It is good. It is not a 5-star match, personally.
Yes, it is.
You're right. No, do you know what, Louis? You're right. It's not a 5-star match. It's a 6-star match. And that's fine.
Yeah.
To be fair, my issue with it more is Dave Meltzer. Unfortunately, like how could
you like Dave Meltzer? He's your hero. He's your you've got a picture of him on your wall.
Always the one where he's got his shirt off. It's great.
It's the one where it's have you seen the actually never mind.
He's got a full body pillow.
So I don't understand how that can be rated higher than Shawn versus Taker at WrestleMania.
Not to get into a whole bit here, but it's because The Undertaker almost died in that match by taking a swan dive onto his head.
I'm sure he did. Because Dustin bleeding out of his ass was the safest thing in the world.
Bleeding out of his ass?
But also, it's just his opinion. Therefore,
Louis.
Fine.
His opinion is wrong.
Asa Dunn has given us $5 and said, "Hi, I'm back. Wanted to let you know I got my girlfriend into wrestling via direct quote, that British guy's silky voice." So thanks for that, Adam. Also, can you maybe not talk so sexy all the time? I will try and rein it in.
That's impossible.
Oh, Tempest, you're already champion. Virgil Namodo said, "Good news. Was able to watch the whole show again today. Bad news, only because I was sent home due to one of my students testing positive. Oh, no. Thank you for letting me tune out again and enjoy." Let me try and enjoy your holiday, Wrestle Talk family. See you next year. Jam that jam. Jobber JJ496, Mr. Davis #1 fan, says this ultra chat is for everyone at Wrestle Talk, on screen and off screen, to all the mods who work their socks off, including working on their wedding anniversary. She's the best. To the friends I have made, thank you for making 2020 somewhat decent. Hashtag jam that jam. Hashtag beer and weed.
Mod Mother did. I did not. And also, just want to give a shout out to Jobber JJ, because I didn't get to do this on the Raw podcast, but I only got around to watching it today. I got sent a very lovely video for my birthday that was put together by Dan Walu TV, and he had got together a lot of people who watch these shows to wish me a happy birthday. And Sean was part of the video as well, and he said some very, very lovely things. So it was a really, really very touching, brought a tear to my eye.
That's very sweet.
It was so lovely.
Becky MCR has just given us $20. Thank you so much. Violet Heart 13 says, "You talk about game shows and don't mention The Chase. Blasphemy." I kid, lol. Though Tempest and Sean would probably be chasers if you did the QuizzleMania chase.
That's a great quiz category, right? And I love The Chase. I think Chase is excellent.
That's very good.
I'd be good at normal chase, not wrestling chase.
Dirty Rich says, "Dirty Rich here, representing Going In Raw. Oh, hello. Always showing love and appreciation to you all. Even though this quiz isn't featuring my dude SRS, I'm still here to watch and support. By the way, Titus kisses son on the lips. Haven't had that so far." Sadie Lady 59 says, "Hello again, boys. What's your favorite TV Christmas specials of all time?" I love all the Simpsons ones. Tempest is a demo god. Love you all. Hashtag bring back the Dong Lord. Always loved the Vicar of Dibley Christmas specials. The Only Fools and Horses Christmas specials were also.
The Only Fools and Horses one where they get rich is
yeah.
And
it's
great.
Oh, The Office, of course. Bloody brilliant Christmas specials.
Oh yeah. I'm going to go with my favorite of the Simpsons Christmas specials, though, Marge Be Not Proud, which is makes me cry, man. It's so heartwarming, and it's just
Remind me which one that is.
At the same time.
Remind me which episode.
Bart Still's Bone Storm.
Oh, that is That is a brilliant episode. Like, thing is, I know all the episodes. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, it's like the punchline at the end with the putt golf and everything.
Nick
great.
Carvalho's putting challenge.
Yeah, I
You
like
have selected no.
I like the one where they get Santa's little helper. I think it's the first season. Might be the
first episode. It wasn't supposed to be the first episode though, but it was the first episode aired. But it was like, I think it was like episode 11 of the first series was supposed to be episode 1, but it got pushed back in the production order. Fun fact for you.
How quickly did they go from the slightly older animation to the newer one, where like, because things do change quite rapidly. Because there's the first sort of ones where the couch gag is just one of them popping out, and then they start doing it properly.
Yeah, when a bit more money got injected into it, it was around about sort of season 3 or 4. But they switched to digital, I think, in like season 15 or 16, maybe even later than that. When I think that looks a bit weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Dom Brodka. That's right, Dom Brodka. They weren't home. I left him a voicemail. That's right. So dumb. JC Zephyr says, hello all. I want to say that 2020 was quite the crazy year, but QuizzleMania is one of the best parts of the year. Thank you for all the entertainment. Can I get a big time? You certainly can. What's a Tory?
It's a former WWE diva. Yeah.
Very good. Also, Tempest, what matches do you recommend to watch from Best of the Super Juniors and World Tag League?
I actually haven't watched a whole ton of them. We do have a list. I know, crazy. We have a list on WrestleTalk.com of the top 9 best of the Super Junior matches from this year to go and watch. I mean, the final was really good with Hiromu and Desperado. Another when they wrestled early in the tournament was really good. Anything with Hiromu on it, and it was really good.
And also, our first time making this announcement, Tempest and I will be covering Wrestle Kingdom live on Wrestle 2 on the 4th and 5th. So do join us for that. It'll be fun and early in the morning for Tempest.
Honest Man Dave says, you guys rule. What are you looking forward to from Marvel? Mine is the Thor film.
Yes,
Thor Love and Thunder.
It's WandaVision, man.
I've got to be honest, lads. I've stopped caring. I don't. I don't.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Endgame.
Just
Endgame felt like the end. Now they're going, but no, here's more.
I just don't care. The Unmatched. There's a bloody load of Unmatched sets coming out about Marvel. I'm into that because one of them is entirely about Daredevil. Yes, please.
Oh, that I'm into.
Bullseye's one of my favorite comic villains, but I don't.
That motherfucker killed Karen Page.
He did.
That motherfucker killed Karen Page. I've never forgiven him for it.
Well, Kevin Smith killed Karen Page. Never given him.
And I've never forgiven him either.
I want to see the Marvel Cinematic Universe Fantastic Four movie because it'll be the first Fantastic Four movie we get that's good.
Have the proper with all the characters in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Threya says, Board Game Mania, anyone? Don't make me do more quizzes. Hashtag jam that jam. Hashtag yes, please. Zach Robinson says, idea for Phenomenerd. Luke is already doing it as it's actually good. Idea for Phenomenerd. Luke's already doing is it actually good, but what about the opposite? Take a game which has a poor general reputation aside from Monopoly and see if it's actually shit. Keep up the amazing content, guys. I mean, that is
the same thing.
That's what I would say. Yeah, I think you could actually just say take a game that's I don't know, say Unmatched, for example. Is Unmatched actually good? I mean, the answer would be yes, but I think it still works in the same format.
Yeah, because like you can read it in either tone of voice. Like, is something actually good, or is something actually good? There you go. A little bit of drama training for you. Disciple Door says AEW and Impact need to do a 2-night special, but they can't be limited to AEW versus Impact. So you can have matches like Young Bucks and Good Brothers versus SCU and Motor City Machine Guns. Oh my goodness. Brian Dorr says, which indie wrestler do you think has stood out the most this year without having to sign to a big company? And conversely, which wrestler do you think has been inadvertently set back due to circumstances beyond their control, or Steve Corino? Stood out the most with...
My answer is the same for both, which is Cara Noir. I think Cara Noir had a great start to the year and was on for big things. And then unfortunately, it's all sort of fallen apart for him because they haven't been doing progress shows.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that like sort of like absence makes the heart go fonder, and he hasn't been devalued. He's just been kind of not. We haven't been able to see him. Like.
I mean, grizzled young veterans for me, for one, that were they were going to be NXT in the US, probably part of a tag division that didn't have a lot of people in it, and then basically that all got cancelled with COVID. So I'm looking forward to seeing them in 2021.
I feel bad. Also.
Or just in the States doing stuff, because Zach Gibson is, I'd go as far to say, probably top 5 talker in WWE. I think he's fantastic. So
I'd say Rhea Ripley, because that's not the story that was supposed to happen. Like with her,
it's just shit booking. Charlotte. It's just shit booking. Just don't book it that way.
Well, like I believe them when they say it wasn't the story. I do think there was a more satisfying run, which probably would have been a more satisfying ending for Rhea. But
do you also believe them when they said Daniel Bryan was always the plan?
No, I don't. But yeah, that's a shame.
I think Matt Hardy as well. He's been.
I was going to say that.
He's really tried, but nothing. Like I unfortunately, I don't think anything he's done has worked. But he's really tried, and I think fans would have loved it, but it's not worked.
At least he had Stadium Stampede, right? Spoonman Abrams X says, happy holiday, friends. Looking forward to more great stuff from you guys in 2021. By the way, Adam, as you guys have board game / tabletop channel and Phenomenerd, and you're doing No Rolls Barred here, how about doing an actual D&D game? I hear Pete likes it a lot. You know what? He bloody does. We shall see. Basically, I think D&D, you want to have people in the same room for D&D. Like we enjoyed our No Rolls Barred one-shots greatly, but I do think you lose something in translation when you're not all in the same room. It's not the same.
We've been doing our D&D sessions. Sorry, we've been doing our D&D sessions, since COVID started, and I don't think it's been the same. Although there's less Jenga now, so that makes it much better.
Oh, you've been playing Dread, have you? Personal request from the but that's our last of our super chats. Thank you so much to everyone who's like the over 2,500 people who watched with us till the end. Thank you to you guys. I'm pointing at you, my wonderful guests here on QuizzleMania, for staying up half an hour past the usual cut-off time. But we do have a personal request from the mods before we end. It says we need a Jimmy Carr laugh. It's not Big Fat Quiz without that laugh. Is that the one that goes?
He inhales as he laughs.
Yeah,
I'm not British. What's happening?
It goes up because it goes.
One at a time, so we can actually hear whose is whose.
Okay, I'll start. Oh, fucking hell. I almost inhaled my own tongue. Okay, mine goes. Oh, I hated that. I've ruined it. Right, Luke. Andy. And Louis.
No, hang on.
Right, that's it.
I think my throat's too sore to make it actually work.
Someone end the show.
Sorry, Tempest.
Someone end the show.
No, Tempest, you have to do your.
I don't know what's happening.
Do it, Tempest.
You cannot be QuizzleMania champion if you don't.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you in 2021. Happy New Year and very, very Merry Christmas.
Peace on earth, can it be?